June, you decided to kind of come back, and between Ginger and yourself and work and all the other things going on that, you envision where you're at right now and what you can do by getting another win tonight or this weekend?
Well, that's definitely what I wanted to imagine. I wanted to be here for this run. I wanted us to get to this point, and now that we're here, absolutely. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's why we're all here. I mean, that's why we play the game. It's to win those championships, and there's some very deserving guys on this team, and let's just start with Rick. I remember when I signed back in, what was it, 07?
Yep.
When I was on the phone with him, he said, I haven't won anything. And I know he hasn't won since, since 07. So, let's start there. Let's win one for him. Let's win one for you. Let's win one for Ace.
Yeah.
It's his last
Baldy.
year. Baldy, exactly. 5 years here.
PK.
Winnipeg.
Yeah, sure.
I'll take another one too, but it's awesome. Oh, God, it's been so much fun those last 2 games, and being able to come home, to hopefully finish it off. Hopefully we can get some fans in here and have it be a party afterwards. Rush throwing tonight. Awesome.
Could you go tonight if you had to?
I can go every night, Paul.
Okay. That's good to hear. I know Rick wants to hear that for sure. Just before I let you go, I appreciate your time. Just a thought on tonight. And it's Burnside for them, a guy that I figure hasn't pitched in 6 days and will go on a 7th. And here you've got Matt Rush, one of the best guys on your staff, one of the best guys in the league in terms of a 10-game winner, the best ERA, and he was tied for the league lead in strikeouts. So give him the ball, and you like your chances, and they probably do as well with their guy. But, your thoughts on this one?
Well, my thoughts on this one relates kind of back to the last game that Rush threw against him. Rush shoved.
Yeah.
He threw the ball well. I think they're going to be thinking about that. I think they're going to be, that baseball's crazy like that. You get down on yourself already prior to the game because you know what happened last time you faced Rush.
Right.
And, I think he had 13 Ks that last game against him. He's going to come out. He's won championships before. He's going to come out and he's not going to lay down. He's going to throw a heck of a game tonight. Our defense is going to be there, and we're going to put up some runs. And chances are it's going to be cold, but chances of us winning are very high in my eyes, if you ask me. We're in the right situation at the right time.
Brian Boyding, Goldeyes reliever. That's it for the pregame show real quick. We'll take a 2-minute, 10-second timeout when we come back. On the rubber, starting lineups, first pitch. Goldeyes RedHawks Game 3 next after these on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
When you wash down Boston Pizza's big backyard burger, sizzling steak pizza, or savory shrimp tacos with some ice-cold refreshment, during grill therapy this summer, you could win the ultimate hockey road trip to see Winnipeg play L.A. in L.A. Better get some shades to go with that hockey jersey. Boston Pizza, here to make you happy.
We keep old files because they're out of sight and out of mind, or because we think we have to. But someday those old files could bite us if they get in the wrong hands. Isn't it time you let bygones be bygones? Have Protect Document Destruction's mobile service professionally shred your files wherever they are to rid yourself of those ticking time bombs. Protect Document Destruction, 975-0505, a division of Johnson Waste Management.
For 5 years, the new Pembina Chrysler has become Winnipeg's most conveniently located automotive center. From a 30-minute ORS-free oil change, All-Make Collision Center, Canada's largest parts volume dealer, or an incredible selection of new and used vehicles, it's really all here at the new Pembina Chrysler. So why drive to the outskirts of the city to buy, much less go all the way back for service, when it's all here at the new Pembina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, 300 Pembina Highway or PembinaChrysler.com.
It's all here.
Thinking real estate? For a home run every time, choose RE/MAX. Whether you need to buy or sell a home or lease or sell commercial real estate, RE/MAX has your bases covered. Plus, they're Winnipeg's #1 negotiator. Find your dream home or invest for your future. Outstanding agents, outstanding results. RE/MAX. Visit remax-winnipeg.com to find your agent today.
You've got the best seat in the house. Your house. With live Goldeyes coverage you can take anywhere. Only on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Fargo in a black top, gray pant here tonight. Winnipeg in their dark blue tops, white pant, and dark blue socks. We check the pitching matchup on the rubber, brought to you by Cal Tire. 5 convenient locations in the capital region, more across the province. We're more than just tires. Cal Tire, true service. Well, Paul Burnside, a right-hander, will get the start for Fargo tonight. He made 18 starts, 20 appearances, 9-6 on the year with a 3.20 ERA. He is from the great state of Alabama. And on the other side, Matt Rush will get the start for the Goldeyes. He made 21 starts of the year. He was the only 10-game winner on the staff. He was 10-4 with a league-best 2.40 earned run average. For the RedHawks here tonight, who face elimination, Zach Penpraise will lead it off. He'll be at shortstop tonight, as always, one of the best shortstops in the league for sure. Buddy Sosnowski out in right, batting second for Doug Simonuk. Nick Jackson hitting third. He'll be in center. Eric Campbell will bat cleanup and play at third base. Ryan Delgado will catch for the second straight game and bat fifth for Doug Simonuk and the RedHawks. The DH tonight is John Gaston. He'll hit sixth. And the bottom three for the RedHawks, Marcos Rodriguez batting seventh and playing at first. Aaron Eggleston out in left, hitting eighth. And Carlo Cota rounding out the lineup. He'll bat ninth and play at second. That lineup again for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks here in Game 3 of this first-round playoff series matchup between these two longtime rivals in the 10th playoff meeting between the two since 1996. Penpraise, Sosnowski, Jackson, Campbell, Delgado, Gaston to DH, Rodriguez, Eggleston, and Cota. Glad to have you along tonight wherever you are, from Swan River all the way out to the White Shell, down into southern Manitoba, and into the United States tonight, and high on the World Wide Web. And the field is in immaculate condition. A little strip of sunshine out in center field. It won't be a factor for very long. And not a bad night at all, temperature-wise, to get this one underway this evening. Zach Penpraise will lead it off. He'll step in from the right-hand side against Matt Rush, who, as Brian Boynton in the pregame show mentioned, he struck out 13 RedHawks last Saturday night here to win the Goldeyes, a game that got them into the postseason as the wild card. And now here they are, 9 innings away, a win away from moving on to the championship final. Rush will nod, he'll rock, kick, and fire, and the first pitch is swung on and popped up. Foul territory, first base side. Mazzola's there, and he makes the catch, and there's one away at 7:06 tonight. 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. And it's strike one and out number one. Zach Penpraise pops out to the first baseman, Mazzola, in foul territory, and we're underway tonight with one away. And Buddy Sosnowski, the batter. That opening pitch, by the way, brought to you by the Greenwood Inn and Suites. Make the Greenwood Inn and Suites your home base for all your accommodation, dining, and meeting needs in Winnipeg. Call toll-free today. First pitch to the left-handed hitting Sosnowski is a fastball right down Broadway for a strike. Call toll-free today or any day to the Greenwood, 888-233-6730. 0-1 to Sosnowski, the pitch. Change-up swung on, broken bat, rolled out to the right side, up with it to Castor, over to first, and there's two away. So underway at 7:06 tonight and two quick outs. And the batter is Nick Jackson. Glad to have you along tonight. And Jackson, 3 for 7 in the series. Our home plate umpire tonight is Tim McCaffrey. He calls the balls and strikes. Steve Linton is at first. Art Thigpen at second. Sean Hicks is at third. Same crew we've had for now the third game in this series. They followed the two teams up from North Dakota here to southern Manitoba. First pitch to Jackson is a little bit low, ball one. Defensively for the Goldeyes, Luis Allen catching, Josh Mazzola at first, Sharundle DeCaster at second, Bryce Kendall at short, Amos Ramon is at third, then Kyle Day, Chris Roberson, Mike Coles left to right in the field. The 1-0 is in there for a strike with a fastball in the outside corner to the left-handed hitting Jackson, and it's 1-1. Again, Allen catching, Mazzola at first, DeCaster at second, Kendall at short, Ramon at third, Day, Roberson, Coles left to right in the outfield. The 1-1 is a breaking ball that's a little bit low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jackson hit .309 this year, 17 homers, 89 driven in. Player of the year in the American Association. 3 for 7, 2 RBI in the series, the 2-1. Change up, swung on, hit down the right field line. It's a fair ball as it gets inside the line. Over to pick it up is Coles. He's going to fire towards second, but Jackson will slide in with a double that gets inside the line with 2 away here in the top of the first inning. So Fargo and Jackson have a base runner in scoring position. Jackson with his 4th hit in 8 trips in the series, and here's Eric Campbell. And Eric Campbell 1 for 7, 4 strikeouts in the series. Lights are on here in downtown Winnipeg. And Luis Allen went out to have a little chat with Matt Rush. So Jackson at second base, 2 away. Campbell steps in, 1 for 7 in the series with 4 strikeouts. But he had a great year, 13 homers, 55 driven in, and played 54 games. The pitch. Breaking ball is low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Not a bad gathering here tonight. I was told there'll be over 5,000 in paid attendance tonight. Rush going to work from the stretch. 1 ball and no strikes, and the pitch. Breaking ball is a little bit high, 2-0. Campbell hit .354 and hasn't seen a fastball yet. Wind is not much of a factor here. We'll get you caught up on the weather report in a minute. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. Fastball is a little low, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Actually, that was a slider that was probably the best pitch of the 3 that Rush has thrown, but he's fallen behind Campbell right here. And Ryan Delgado, with a 3-run homer last night, stands on deck. And Rush will come set, check Jackson, and the 3-0 pitch is a fastball that's a little bit high, ball 4. So all of a sudden, 2 quick outs, and then a double and a 4-pitch walk. And Fargo will have 2 on and 2 away for Ryan Delgado, who's 2 for 8 in the series, including that 3-run jack last night. And Delgado will step in from the right-hand side. He had 20 homers to tie for the league lead with Ole Sheldon of St. Paul this year. And he drove in 86, second in the league to teammate Nick Jackson, who stands at second base. And Rush leaning over to get the sign. Allen sets up outside. First pitch is a slider that's a little bit low, ball 1. So we have not seen a fastball the last 5 pitches here to Campbell and now Delgado, and Rush has fallen behind with that slider. 1 ball, no strikes to Delgado. Now Rush will come set, check Jackson again, and he'll spin off with DeCaster coming in to cover second and no throw. Off the back of the hill for Matt Rush. 1 ball, no strikes. Winnipeg rolled in here at about 3 in the morning. Got settled in and went home. We're at the ballpark for batting practice today. Fastball is low. Snap throw down to first, not in time. Oh, good throw by Allen, and Mazzola was there at the bag and got a tag on the foot of Campbell, but Campbell got back in time, says Steve Linton over at first base. And Mazzola didn't like the call. He's having a little conversation with Steve Linton. They have 1-1 on the board, though, but I don't think that pitch was called a strike. Rush comes set in the pitch. Slider down and away, 2-1, according to the board here. Waiting for something. If it was wrong, I'm sure that Tim McCaffrey would definitely try to get the scorer's attention to correct it here. Rush comes set in the pitch. Swung on, that's hit out to left field. Kyle Day coming in, dives, can't make the catch. He has to trap it, and Fargo will open up the scoring with a single by Ryan Delgado after Jackson doubles. And Delgado will have an RBI single, and Fargo opens up the scoring. It's 1-0. Well, a little dying quail out there, and Delgado has his 4th RBI of the series, and there's runners on the corners. And here's John Gaston. You know, I sort of question here, why are you going to that slider? You know, if you're a fastball pitcher, as Matt is, I mean, challenge these guys right now. And Gaston will stand in. He's the DH here tonight. He was 0 for 1 last night, ended the game when he went down looking on a Brian Boyning strikeout that salted it away for Winnipeg. First pitch, changeup is high, ball 1. And here comes Rick Forney, and he doesn't like what he's seeing here on pitch selection. And I can't say as I blame him. You know, Matt is a fastball pitcher here, and we've seen nothing but sliders and changeups to the last couple of guys. And now Rick is going to come out and have a little confab with the battery here about pitch selection and, you know, challenging these RedHawks right now. You've just given them a little bit of life because you've given up a double, a walk, you fell behind Delgado, and, of course, Winnipeg didn't get a call over at first base. And now it continues for Fargo. They lead at 1-0 on 2 hits in the top of the first inning. And we'll see what the battery kind of agrees on here at this point. 1 ball and no strikes to John Gaston, who's 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts in the series. Rush will come set. Allen sets up outside. The pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 1. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, Rush's bread and butter is his fastball, and it's above average. Now, if he leaves it up, it'll get hit like any fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gaston. Left-handed swinging DH. The pitch is high, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Gaston hit .277, 12 homers and 41 driven in the year. Came into pinch hit last night and got struck out to end the game. Runners on the corners. Fargo leads it 1-0. And Rush will come set again. The 2-1 pitch. Half a swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. He fouled it back, actually. Got a piece of it into the mid of Allen. And it's 2-2 to Gaston. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 quick outs and then a double by Jackson. A walk by Campbell. Delgado an RBI single. The 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and fouled back. And that will find its way into a sky suite and bounce back down below. And what a grab with one hand by a fan. 2-2 to Gaston. Runners on the corners. Campbell is at third base. Delgado at first. And Rush will come set. The 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed, and Gaston down on strikes. Well, there you go. Strikeout number 1 for Matt Rush. And that first strikeout brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. Folks, 1 strike and you're out. For Fargo, a run on 2 hits, and they leave runners on the corners. They get 1. The Goldeyes are coming to bat when we return to downtown Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Commissionaires, Manitoba's premier security solutions provider, will take care of your home security needs the next time you go away on vacation. Commissionaires' team of bonded professionals will check on your home and help satisfy your insurance requirements. They do interior and exterior patrols and make your home look lived in. Visit their website at commissionaires.mb.ca for more information about their House Watch service. Commissionaires, trusted every day, everywhere.
In the world of PowerSmart, small changes add up. Did you know planting shrubs and trees around your house can shade your windows in summer and can help protect your house from chilly winter winds? Drafty windows are uncomfortable and waste energy. Sealing and re-weather stripping your windows and adding window insulator kits are an effective way to save energy and money while improving the comfort of your home. For more energy-saving solutions from Manitoba Hydro, log on to manitobapowersmart.ca.
What's for dinner?
Let's barbecue. Turkey?
Granny's Poultry introduces their seasoned turkey breast roast. Perfect for the barbecue.
Sounds good.
Really good.
Designed for optimal juiciness, Granny's seasoned turkey breast roast is so tasty. Available at your local grocery store. For simple and simply delicious recipes, visit Manitoba Turkey Producers at turkey.mb.ca.
Well, we go to the bottom of inning number 1, and Fargo with a quick 1-0 lead, a run on 2 hits, and we welcome you back. Paul Burnside hasn't pitched in a week, and he gets the start here tonight with his team facing elimination. And he'll face a Goldeyes lineup looking like this: Kendall, Roberson, DeCaster, Canizares to DH, Mazzola, Allen, Coles, Day, and Ramon, 1 through 9. Same lineup for the 3rd straight game for Winnipeg. And Kendall will step up and in on the right-hand side. Fargo's opened the scoring. Now in all 3 games of this series, including Wednesday night in the first and here tonight in the first. Goldeyes have had to play catch-up in the first 2 and now in this one as well. We have a bit of a delay, and I'm not sure what's going on. Something over in the Goldeyes dugout. As Kendall walks out of that right side batter's box, he was ready to go, and I don't know if it's a piece of equipment, if it's the rosin bag. I think it's the rosin bag for Paul Burnside. That's what it is. And that's why we have a delay here. And Rick Forney will get it from the dugout. He'll walk it over to Tim McCaffrey, our home plate umpire, and McCaffrey will throw it out to Eric Campbell, who will walk it out to the mound and Paul Burnside, and we've got a nice little sort of fire line going there. And now Burnside will throw a couple of pitches just as we're ready to go and make sure that he's all right. And now home plate umpire Tim McCaffrey is about to put on the mask and say, let's play ball. So here we go. Kendall 1 for 5 last night. 2 for 9 with an RBI in the series. Fargo defensively with Ryan Delgado the other half of the battery. Marcos Rodriguez is at first. First pitch is a little bit low, ball 1. Carlo Cota at second. Zach Penpraise at short. Eric Campbell is at third base. Then Aaron Eggleston, Nick Jackson, Buddy Sosnowski left to right in the field. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. So 1-1 to Kendall. Delgado catching for Fargo. Rodriguez at first. Cota at second. Penpraise at short. Campbell is at third base. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Then Eggleston, Jackson, and Sosnowski left to right in the outfield. Kendall hit .320 this year against the RedHawks. He's behind on the count 1-2. The pitch is high, 2-2. Our weather conditions tonight: sunny in the city. It is 19 degrees Celsius or 66 Fahrenheit at game time. Humidity 46%, 2-2. Swung on, fouled left side. And we do it again. Wind is out of the northwest, they tell us, at 15, gusting to 32. Not that strong here in downtown. A bit of a breeze from left to right. But not much of a factor here. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kendall. The pitch swung on and fouled away. That will get back beyond the ballpark and out onto Pioneer Avenue. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So sunny, although we have blue sky over top of us. We are shaded here in downtown. It is 19 Celsius, 66 Fahrenheit. The 2-2 pitch is low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. For Paul Burnside, he made 18 starts, 20 appearances. He was 9-6 with a .320 earned run average this year. And the payoff pitch to Kendall. Swung on, fouled back into the seats. And we do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Burnside made 2 appearances, 2 starts against Winnipeg this year.
He won both. He was 2-0 with a 2.03 earned run average. 13 1/3 innings, 11 hits, 3 earned runs, the 3-2. Swung on and lined out to right, and coming in is going to be Sosnowski, and he'll make the catch on Bryce Kendall. You know, a pretty good at bat by Price there. He saw a lot of pitches and made Burnside work a little bit before trying to kind of one-hand that 3-2 out toward right field, where Sosnowski came in and made the catch. Here's Chris Roberson. 1-0 Fargo leads it. And Robo batting from the left side against the right-hander. First pitch, swung on and fouled away left side. Strike one. Roberson 1 for 7 in the series. Didn't particularly see Fargo very well this year. He batted only 189 against them. And a ground ball right side to his left. Coda, nice pickup and a throw to first base. And there's 2 away. And that was despite Chris having a pretty good season overall. 317, 11 homers, 59 driven in. Here's Sherundle DeCaster with 2 away in the bottom of this first inning. And DeCaster tied it up with a home run last night to straightaway center field. It was a rocket on a line. Didn't have a lot of lift to it. It was just a line drive home run. And Burnside will rock, kick, and fire. First pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Burnside this year did give up 6 homers. The opposition batted .239 against him. And the 1-0. Breaking ball swung on, bounced out toward third, but foul, says Sean Hicks. 1 ball, 1 strike. DeCaster 2 for 4 last night with that solo homer that tied it in the 8th. And those are his 2 hits in the series. He's 2 for 8. 1-1. The Goldeyes second baseman, the pitch. Swung on, and that is lifted out toward right, and that is going to drop for a base hit. Well, he goes the other way. A little blooper out toward right. And it's a 2-out single. And Barbero Canizares, the batter. And Canizares, 3 hits last night. 2 runs scored. And he'll stand in from the right-hand side. Rick Forney said in the pregame show there isn't a pitcher in the league that is going to show Barbero Canizares anything he hasn't seen over the course of his career. And Canizares stands in from the right side. Burnside comes set. From the stretch, first pitch is low, ball 1. Canizares 3 for 8 in the series. He batted .364 in 14 games with the Goldeyes, a homer and 10 driven in. DeCaster was 15 of 17 on the base paths during the regular season, being held on by Rodriguez. From the stretch, the 1-0. Swung on and fouled back. Good hack there by Canizares on that fastball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Barbero Canizares, originally from Cuba, makes his home in Miami, Florida. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burnside will come set. A long pause, the pitch. It's outside with a fastball, and it's 2-1. Well, they're challenging Canizares with fastballs, but they're trying to stay away. They will see if maybe Burnside makes a mistake middle in, and if he does, if Canizares can pop it over the wall in left field. 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner at first base, 2 away in the inning, 1-0 Fargo. The 2-1 is down and away, and that gets away from Delgado, and easily up to second on the wild pitch is DeCaster. So now the count goes to 3-1, and the Goldeyes have the potential tying run into scoring position. And Canizares with a count of 3 balls, 1 strike on him. Josh Mazzola stands on deck. And Delgado and Burnside will have a little chat. The battery does that in front of the mound. They'll continue to pitch to Canizares here And Delgado will get in the crouch. And we'll see if they just kind of waste one here or if they continue to go after the Goldeyes designated hitter. Burnside will come set. I'll look at DeCaster, the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and it's 3-2. Good pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Would be an interesting story to find out from Barbero Canizares on how he got out of Cuba, but you really can't do that in English because he doesn't speak any. You could do it through DeCaster as the translator. The payoff pitch swung on, and that's fouled at the plate. No, it's a fair ball picked up by Delgado, and the catcher out in front of home plate will wing it down to first base to get Canizares, and the Goldeyes are done here on a 2-3 putout. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We'll go to the second. Fargo leads at 1-0 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Hello, Ken Plain here. If you're looking for a foundation contractor that you can trust, go with Avalon. But don't just take my word for it. For over 40 years, people in Winnipeg and surrounding areas have gone with Avalon for their foundation issues. So you know that you are dealing with professionals. To learn more of what we can do for you, call 783-2500. Go with the name you trust. Go with Avalon Construction.
We finally found the perfect house.
A real fixer-upper.
Well, we want to do things our way. Everything new, but in a real character home.
So when it came to a mortgage, there was only one place to go. SCU.
Whether you're fixing, building, or buying, feel comfortable in a mortgage from Steinbach Credit Union. When you're doing that big reno, SCU will be there with great rates and flexible terms. Talk to SCU today. After all, we're taking care of the world's most important mortgage, yours.
Good times with good friends are a sure thing at the Upper Deck Sports Bar. Rustle up your buddies and come get closer than ever to live sports action on crystal clear, huge HD TVs that make you feel you're there. The Upper Deck delivers all-star taste sensations, a flat-out fun atmosphere, and just steps away, edge-of-your-seat gaming action, and world-class entertainment. See the games, play the games at the Upper Deck Sports Bar in McPhilp Station Casino.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball Live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Avalon and the Gulf Dome.
Well, we go to the second. Bottom 3 in the order for Fargo. Rodriguez, Eggleston, and Coda to face Matt Rush. If there is another game tomorrow, it will go at 6:05. And we'll be on the air at 5:30. Todd Privet and Aaron Schaefer, the scheduled starters. Privet a lefty for Winnipeg, Schaefer the right-hander for Fargo. Fargo leads at 1-0. And here's Marcos Rodriguez to face Matt Rush. Rodriguez had a hit last night. It was in the 9th inning, got left stranded at first base. It's his only hit in the series. He is 1 for 8. And the first pitch from Matt Rush. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 1. Rodriguez batted .296 this year. And Marcos Rodriguez from Jupiter, Florida. Played in Fort Worth last year. The 0-1 is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. He had a homer this year and 40 driven in. Not quite sure where the league is with Fort Worth again, the 1-1. Change-up swung on and laced out to right field for a base hit, maybe more, as Coles will pick it up, twist and fire back towards second, and Rodriguez will hit a hanging change-up for a base hit out to right field. And Aaron Eggleston, the batter. And Eggleston 1 for 4 in the series. He did not play on Wednesday night and had the 4 trips last night. So the third hit and the leadoff man aboard for Fargo here. And Eggleston will stand in from the left side. Back-to-back left-handed batters here. And the first pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Eggleston played 38 games for the RedHawks. Remember, he had that hamstring problem. 0-1. And the pitch is on the outside edge for a strike with a fastball, 0-2. Came back, was ready to go, but that time they had gotten John Gaston back and Eric Campbell, and there was really no place for Aaron Eggleston to come off the disabled list. The 0-2 swung on and popped up. Shallow left field, backing up on it, Kendall underneath it, reaches up and makes the catch. And there's one down. And Doug Simonek told us on Wednesday night that he went to Aaron and said, listen, I can move you down to El Paso, I can move you down to Amarillo, I can get a place for you to play. And he said, no, I want to stay here. And Doug said, that's fine. And, well, here you are with Aaron Eggleston, a veteran this year by status, playing in the playoffs against one of his former teams in the Northern League, the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Here's Carlo Cota. 1 out, 1 on. First pitch is a fastball right down Broadway for a strike. Carlo Cota 0 for 3 in the series with a couple of walks. Both walks came on Wednesday night. He was 0 for 2 with a sacrifice last night. And Fargo took him out of the game and used Gaston as a pinch hitter. Runner on the move, pitches outside, throw down to second. Is not in time. Stolen base for Marcos Rodriguez. A little bit of a high throw from Luis Allen. He had to get it away quick. And the tag by DeCaster, a little tardy. Rodriguez got a good jump-off rush there. And the count, 1 ball, 1 strike to Cota. Cota came out of the baseball game last night. They used John Gaston as a pinch hitter in the 9th inning and took Cota out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rodriguez at second base with 1 out. And the pitch. Fastball is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Cota batted .219 on the year. And while the numbers weren't great, I know the Goldeyes consider this guy to be dangerous. Had his 1,000th hit here in Winnipeg of his career. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. That will get in behind the Fargo dugout and into the seats for a souvenir. 2-2 to Cota. Cota came up through the Pioneer Baseball League. Had his first hit in Medicine Hat, Alberta. Of course, there's no longer any professional teams in Medicine Hat or Lethbridge, for that matter. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Cota. And the pitch from Rush. Fastball swung on, lifted out toward right. Right there is Coles. He'll make the catch. Should be an easy tag from Rodriguez, and he'll move from second to third base and slide in there safely. But 2 away and a runner at third, back to the top of the order in Zach Penpraise. 1-0 Fargo with 2 down to the top of the second. As Cota will fly out to right field. Penpraise popped out his first trip on the first pitch of the baseball game to Mazzola. And he'll stand in from the right-hand side. 1 for 8 in the series is Zach Penpraise. Fargo a run on 3 hits. Winnipeg 0-1. Penpraise batted .311 this year with 6 homers and 46 driven in. Matt Rush leans over to get the sign. First pitch. Breaking ball on the outside edge for a strike. Good slider right there. Good and tight. Rush made 4 starts against Fargo this year. He was 2-0 with a 1.98 ERA. 27 1/3 innings. He allowed 20 hits. Leans over again to get the sign. And now will come set to his chest. Allen sets up outside the 0-1. Fastball swung on, hit out to right, well stroked, into where the corner Coles at the warning track, and he'll make the catch up against the wall. What a grab on a slicing fly ball off the bat of Penpraise by Mike Coles in right. And that saved a run and an extra base hit for sure. For Fargo, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of 2. Fargo leads it 1-0. American Association Playoff Baseball from downtown Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk. Sarah's on the line.
I want a cool new phone, but I have a fear of commitment.
Well, now with Rogers FlexTab, you can get your dream phone, like an HTC One X, on your terms with a low upfront payment.
That's great.
And you could be free of your FlexTab agreement at any time just by paying the remaining balance for the phone.
So I could pay it off in a couple of months.
Sure.
Or next year.
No need to commit. Introducing FlexTab from Rogers. Conditions apply.
Yours today at your local Rogers store, the official wireless provider to the Winnipeg Goldeyes.
This Goldeyes season, Salisbury House on the Esplanade Riel is hitting it right out of the park with great new taste sensations to get you ready to roar before the game or relive the fun after the final out. With so many great choices, every visit is a new eating adventure. And remember, Sal's is the only place to go for a nip platter, the fan favorite that hits a home run every time. So before or after any Goldeyes game, stroll on over for great food and fun on the Esplanade Riel at Salisbury House. Your house, your food, your way.
Summer is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy your summer, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
Bottom two, 1-0 Fargo. Josh Mazzola leads it off, followed by Luis Allen and Mike Coles for Winnipeg. And here comes the first pitch from Paul Burnside. And it's in there for a strike. The bottom of two is underway tonight. Josh Mazzola, two-run homers last night, 4 RBI. Was 2 for 4 at the plate. The 0-1 breaking ball is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Led the team with 18 homers. Had a team leading 74 runs batted in as well. Had a pretty good year against Fargo, batted .274. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and Josh got fooled on that breaking ball, and it's 1-2. And he had 2 homers that drove in 14 against the RedHawks during the regular season. Now, despite the 2 home runs against Fargo in this series, Josh has also struck out 4 times. And he's behind 1-2 here. The pitch is outside, 2-2. Mazzola lays off of that. We were talking over the last couple of nights that Fargo struck out 142 more times than Winnipeg did as a team during the regular season. The 2-2 from Burnside. Breaking ball swung on and bounced right side for a base hit between first and second, and a leadoff single from Mazzola. Kind of hacked it into right field there along the ground. And a leadoff single, and Luis Allen, the batter. Second hit for Winnipeg. Fargo has 3, and they lead at 1-0. And Allen will step in from the right side. By the way, Hal Lanier was here today and said he was going to try to get down to see the game tonight. He had a family commitment tonight. Wouldn't that be great? Luis Allen 0 for 4 last night, steps in from the right side. And a throw goes over to first base. Fargo would really like to keep Mazzola over at first because Luis Allen, who had a great year this year, hit .317, 5 homers and 50 driven in, led the team in ground into double plays. Burnside will come set. Mazzola had 7 steals this year. First pitch, and Winnipeg's going to show bunt and pull back, and Allen will take outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. So Winnipeg showing a little small ball right there. See if they continue to maybe bunt. Runner on the move, pitch is swung on and missed. Throw down to second is, in time. And Mazzola is going to get thrown out on a caught stealing that goes 2-6. And there's 1 away. And Luis Allen with a count of 1 ball and 1 strike on him. Mazzola was caught 3 times this year. And Winnipeg will avoid hitting into a double play and run themselves into an out at second base. So one down, and now Burnside goes back to work. From the full wind, the pitch swung on, and a comebacker. One hop right back to the pitcher, fields that, throws to first base, and there's 2 away for Mike Coles. So the leadoff single results in a caught stealing, a comeback out. There's 2 away, nobody on for Mike Coles. 1-0 Fargo in front. We're in the bottom of 2. And Coles 2 for 8 in the series. Hit .259 against Fargo as a Goldeye this year. And the first pitch from Burnside is right down the middle for a strike. Fargo overall this year stole 31 more bases than the Goldeyes. The 0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One run, 3 hits for the RedHawks. 0-2 for Winnipeg. Coles batted .279 on the season. And the 1-1. Half a swing, did not go around. Pitches outside, now they'll appeal. And Steve Linton said, no, Mike did not go around. I'll confirm that. 2-1. Well, it's filled up nicely here tonight. And not a lot of shorts or short sleeve shirts anymore. The 2-1. Fastball is outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Burnside had that get away from him and went all the way back to the screen. Kyle Day stands on deck. Three balls, 1 strike to Mike Coles. And the 3-1 pitch is in there for a strike. And Coles taking on that one, and it's 3-2. Coles drove in 50 this year, trying to get on right now and just extend the inning to 3-2. Is down and away, and he will with a walk. First walk issued by Paul Burnside. 2-out free pass, and Kyle Day the batter. Kyle's looking for his first hit of the series. And Kyle is 0 for 6 with 4 strikeouts. But he's been hit twice by pitches, once in each game. On Wednesday night, he was hit by a pitch and came in to score. Last night, he was hit by a pitch and was left stranded. We're playing him to go the other way again. Jackson kind of shifting toward left center. Shading that way. Big gap in right center. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. Kyle hit .275 of the year. 4 homers and 31 driven in. Mike Coles over at first. He stole 19 bases. 2 away. Winnipeg trailing 1-0, bottom of 2. And a throw goes over to first, and diving back in is Coles. Mike was 19 of 28 on the base paths. Delgado, the catcher, goes out to talk to Burnside. They're ahead in the count on Day, the Goldeyes left fielder. 0-1. Kyle had 4 homers and 31 driven in. Batted .250 against the RedHawks this season. And again, hitless in this series at 0 for 6. The 0-1 is a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burnside looking in again, working from the stretch. Coles has a conservative lead. Now a throw goes over to first, and Mike will dive back in safely. That's that time of year. I put long pants on for the first time since before the Texas trip for the Goldeyes. One ball, 1 strike. Throw goes over to first, and Coles back in time. I think I had the long pants with me during the Texas trip, but didn't need them. And then by the time the team got home, it was decent already. And, wow, it was a hot summer overall, period. Both here in southern Manitoba and wherever the Goldeyes went in the U.S. 1-1 inside, and did he get hit by a pitch or did he get out of the way? Kyle Day kind of jumped out of the way of that and I guess did not get hit, and the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, he could have had the trifecta. 2-1. Day has some power for sure. Goldeyes would love a double right here. They'd take a single and try to do a little hitting and running and get Coles maybe over to third for Amos Ramon, who's on deck. Burnside will come set. And the 2-1. Swing and a miss on a changeup or a fastball, actually, upstairs, and it's 2-2. Apparently this place was jumping all day today with people in and out of the box office buying tickets. And a step off by Burnside. If you're a season ticket holder, of course, your tickets, your playoff tickets are already included in your packages. So the Goldeyes have a decent base to start there. And the rest of it is advance ticket purchases and walk-ups. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is just inside. 3-2 today. Came back with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball that just missed inside. So Mike Coles will be running with a full count and 2 away. And we'll see if Day can put something in play and maybe score Coles all the way from first base. Again, big gap in right center. Burnside comes set. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, bounced out towards short. Charged by Penpraise. Running pickup and a throw to first is in time. And that is it for Kyle Day and the Goldeyes. Good play again by Penpraise. And Kyle just maybe hit it a little bit too far. Out towards short and by the mound. And Winnipeg comes away empty. No runs, a leadoff single, and 1 left. We'll go to the third, 1-0 Fargo on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Support your own. The Goldeyes. And Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery. Crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark and fan favorite Fort Garry Pale, both of which are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
Teamwork wins ball games, and it's made Sabre Agencies an even stronger player in the insurance business. Recently, Sabre Agencies teamed up with Canada's largest personal property insurance company, Intact Insurance. So now, when life throws you a curveball, they'll get you back in the game faster than ever. Are you over 50 with no claims for 3 years? Then you could score big league savings on home insurance, including no deductible on your first claim. Call Sabre Agencies for details. 694-6787.
If I said to you, you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Well, not if you got the body work done at Morey Auto Body, because beautiful body work is what they do best. They're not part of some giant chain, so they treat every customer like their only customer, and that means attention to detail like you wouldn't believe. Frame straightening, expert refinishing, even boat repairs, painting, and deckling. Morey Auto Body does it all and does it right. Really right. Right where you'd expect them to be, at 700 Morey. These guys hit it right out of the park.
You're listening to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball, live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Sirius Technologies. Let's get back to the action with Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the third. Buddy Sosnowski to lead it off, followed by Nick Jackson and Eric Campbell. First pitch showing bunt and taken outside. On a fastball is Sosnowski from Matt Rush, and it's ball 1. 1-0 Fargo. They lead it on a run they scored back in the first. We're in the third. The 1-0. is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Sosnowski 0 for 1 tonight. And 2 for 9 in the series. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is low. 2 balls and a strike. Sosnowski bounced out to second base in a broken bat in the first. He had .339 this year. The 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled away. In behind home plate, another play, 2-2. And you know, based on the numbers that he had, he played 53 games. Had he played a little bit more, might have won the Rookie of the Year. As it was, it went to Robert Coe, a pitcher with St. Paul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. From the full wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball. And Sosnowski down on strikes. Second strikeout tonight for Matt Rush. And there's 1 away for Nick Jackson, who has doubled again and scored a run. Jackson doubled tonight. Had a double last night. And a 2-run single on Wednesday to start the series. Left-handed batter. 4 for 8 in the series. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. A run on 3 hits tonight for Fargo. 0-2 for Winnipeg. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Took something off of that. 0-2. Nick Jackson still lives in Richmond, Virginia. He'll have a birthday later this month on the 25th, the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Matt Rush. He has 3 on the evening, and there's 2 away for Eric Campbell, who walked his first trip. For Nick Jackson, born in 1979. And he'll be 33 on the 25th of this month. Eric Campbell stands in. Slightly open stance from the right side. First pitch. Fastball drops it there for a strike. 0-1. Nothing and 1 to Eric Campbell. And the pitch. Fastball swung on, fell back to the screen, and it's 0-2. Campbell hit .354 this year, 13 homers, 55 driven in. Fargo as a team batted .288 on the year. The Goldeyes hit .285. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball's a little bit high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, we've had a few late arrivals here tonight, but it's filled up nicely. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Fastball just missed inside, 2-2. Campbell kind of hopped out of the way, backwards of it, but it just missed the inside corner. From the full wind, Rush will get the sign from Allen. And the 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, bounced to Hopper out towards short. Up with it, Kendall shuffles, throws to first. And it's a 1-2-3. Top of the third for Matt Rush on the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Zeros across the board for Fargo. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Fargo leads it 1-0 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark. And I just don't mean on the field. I mean on Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes. Custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them at the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is our tradition.
That baseball glove. You know the one. The one that you got in high school. The one that got you MVP your senior year. Yeah, you know the one. And we do too. At Ranger Insurance, we protect what's important to you. Because whatever size it is, it's the little things that matter. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, Ranger Insurance has a plan that's right for you. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can happen, because we're blending up a difference at Jugo Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com.
Bottom of the third, we welcome you back. Amos Ramon will lead it off. And then back to the top of the order at Bryce Kendall and Chris Roberson for Winnipeg. After 2.5, Fargo leading 1-0. Amos 1 for 4 last night and 5 for 8 in the series, facing Paul Burnside. And the right-hander delivers the first pitch. And it's right down the middle for a strike. Amos hit .281 in the year, 4 homers and 35 driven in. The 0-1 is inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, Amos on Wednesday night in game 1 of the series, 4-2 Winnipeg win. He was 4 for 4 with 3 RBI, including a 2-run home run. 1-1, breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Quick check on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of Gehring, the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Laredo facing elimination tonight in Wichita, Kansas. It's the Lemurs. 1. The Wingnuts. No score in the third. 2-2 is high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Apparently, and this is no joke, when the Goldeyes were down in Laredo on that Texas trip, it was the second series of the year. The payoff pitch. Swung on, slash foul right side and out of play. We do it again. That might end up in the Forks. Johnson Terminal. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Apparently, the area around Laredo and Laredo itself in South Texas, 3-2 is outside, ball 4. Lead off free pass, and Amos will draw the walk. Second walk issued by Burnside tonight. And Bryce Kendall will step up as the Goldeyes go back to the top of the order. I guess there was a little bit of criticism about Laredo taking this name, the Lemurs, which is, it's a monkey, right? If you have any kids, you've watched Penguins of Madagascar, you know King Julian, you know the whole thing. I do. I could probably do a really good King Julian imitation if I wanted to, but not tonight. Kabooming. And there was some criticism about really Laredo not having any Lemurs around there. First pitch, and Kendall's going to show bunt, offer at it and miss it, strike 1. And somebody countered. I guess they unearthed some archaeological find, and they found lemur bones in the area. So historically, there has been lemurs in Laredo. So I guess somebody knew something before they nicknamed the team. Kendall showing bunt off the hop, the pitch, and it is bunted off the third base line, but it's going to roll foul. Oh boy, that would have been a fortuitous roll for Winnipeg because it got by Campbell coming in, the third baseman. And it would have rolled down the left field line had it stayed fair. And everybody would have been safe. Instead, it got by Campbell, it stayed true to the line about 3/4 of the way up and then rolled foul. So 2 strikes on Kendall. He'll pick up the bat, and the Goldeyes will likely have to take the bunt off here. Amos Ramon over at first. Amos was 7 of 8 on the base paths. Winnipeg's had a base runner thrown out at second, and Josh Mazzola trying to steal already in a similar situation an inning to go. We're in the bottom of the third. 1-0 Kendall. or 1-0 for Fargo, and Kendall at the plate. Burnside comes set. The pitch swung on, a little looper out into right center. Coming hard is Jackson. He'll make the catch and then throw it into toward his dugout, and it's going to be picked up by Delgado. He's going to fire towards second, and that's wide of the mark, and the Goldeyes get the job done anyway. Well, Kendall, a little one-hand fillet, tried to drop it into right center. Here comes Jackson. He made the catch. Nick runs well. It's one of the many tools he has. And then he tried to double off at first base Amos Ramon and threw it past first base. It went off the railing at the Fargo dugout, and taking off for second is Ramon, and the Goldeyes get the desired result with one away anyway. So it'll be a fly ball out to record the out on Kendall, and then Jackson will be charged with an error. It will be E8, and the Goldeyes have the potential tying run at second base, and Chris Roberson the batter. And Robo is 0 for 1, looking for anything like a ground ball right side or a hit. First pitch is swung on and fouled back. Look out. Sky Sweeten back down below, strike one. What a fortunate play for Winnipeg. Jackson trying to throw to first to double off Ramon, and threw it so high it went to the dugout of the RedHawks, first base side here. Fargo leads it by a 1-0 count. Roberson with a count of 0-1 on him. The pitch swung on, and that is lined out to right field. That will be caught for a base hit. Or no, it will be dropped. And it will drop for a base hit. Coda went back and kind of decoyed like he was going to make the catch. It ends up dropping for a base hit, but it stops Ramon as he only advances from second to third. And there's Goldeyes on the corners here with one down. A base hit for Chris Roberson to right field. Great decoy by Carlo Coda. And then Buddy Cisnowski came in and came up throwing. And the batter is Shrundle DeCaster. So Roberson with his second hit of the series, and the Goldeyes have runners at first and third. And DeCaster 1 for 1 tonight off Burnside will step back in for the second time. Goldeyes trying to stay out of the double play. DeCaster hit into 14 of them this year. First pitch, swung on, ground ball right side. Coda to second for 1, and down to 1 for 2. And DeCaster will bang in to another here in the postseason. And the Goldeyes come away empty. No runs, a hit, and one left. We'll go to the fourth. Fargo 1, Winnipeg no score on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
The Greenwood Inn and Suites invites you to make it your home base for an overnight stay, your next meeting, or social event. You can even make it a home run with all-day dining or Sunday brunch at Dalton's. Enjoy the first-class service and facilities the Greenwood Inn and Suites has to offer. To book your next stay, visit the website at greenwoodwinnipeg.com or call 775-9889. 775-9889. The Greenwood Inn and Suites, putting the friendly in friendly Manitoba. Summer is the season for long road trips with the family.
Are we there yet?
And if you want to make it there, it's time for you to talk to Cal. No matter if your visit is for a tire rotation, an alignment, or even a basic oil service, all your visits come with a free mechanical inspection. Make sure your vehicle is ready for the high temperatures and heavy use that summer driving brings. Talk to Cal at any one of Cal Tire's 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
You gotta roll with me.
A little of this. A little of that. A little of this. A little of that. And a whole lot of whatever in between. Funky cold Medina. Give me the news, I got a bad case. 99.9 Bob FM. 80s, 90s, and whatever.
It's time to get back into the action. Batter up, turn it up. This is Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290. Now back to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the fourth inning. Ryan Delgado, who has an RBI single tonight, will lead it off. It's 1-0 Fargo through 3. Delgado, Gaston, and Rodriguez. 5, 6, and 7 against Matt Rush. First pitch to Delgado is right down the middle for a strike. And just to update you again, it's Laredo 1, Wichita no score in the third. And Laredo trying to stave off elimination. They trail 0-2 in that series. The 0-1. Swing and a miss and a slider, and it's 0-2. Manitoba Blue Cross out of town scoreboard National League tonight. Miami leading Washington 6-2. Giancarlo Stanton, his 31st home run for the Marlins in that one. That's in the 6th inning. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball just missed outside, 1-2. Ryan Zimmerman, a home run for the Nationals, is 19th, but it's 6-2 Marlins over the Nats in Washington. 1-2 pitch is outside, 2-2. Also in the 6th inning, Colorado leading Philadelphia 2-0. Jeff Francis, the Canadian, on the hill for the Rockies. He's had an okay year, I guess. 5-4, a .573 earned run average. 2-2. Swung on, ground ball off the bat. Right up to DeCaster, up with it. Over to first, and there's one away. And John Gaston, the batter, he struck out his first trip. Chicago Cubs 5. Pittsburgh Pirates, no score in the 6th. Also in the 6th, Cincinnati leading Houston 3-2. Atlanta 1, New York no score in the 6th. Jason Hayward, his 25th home run for the Braves. First pitch to Gaston. Fastball on the outside edge for a strike. Delayed by rain in St. Louis, Milwaukee, and the Cardinals. The 0-1. Breaking ball is outside, 1-1. Giovanni Gallardo getting the start for the Brewers when they get underway. Kyle Loesch for the Cardinals. Gallardo is 14-8. Loesch 14-2. 1-1. Fastball low, 2 balls and 1 strike. 9:05 tonight. Arizona at San Diego. And at 9:15 Central, Los Angeles up the coast to take on San Francisco. 2-1. Swung on, lined beyond the glove of DeCaster. And into right field for a base hit. 1-out single. And Gaston has his first hit of the series. And here's Marcos Rodriguez, who had a single and was left stranded at third base. He also stole second in the second. We're in the 4th. 1-0 Fargo. They're out hitting Winnipeg 4-3. In that Dodgers and Giants game at 9:15 tonight. And just off the top of my head from this morning, I think there's a 4.5 game separation between the Dodgers and Giants. First pitch is in there for a strike. Giants leading by 4.5 over the Dodgers in the National League West. It's Josh Beckett for Los Angeles tonight against Tim Lincecum. Beckett's 1-1 with a .292 since moving from the American League over to the National League. Lincecum 8-14 with a .521. Pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 to Rodriguez. American League tonight. There's a tie in the East between the Orioles and Yankees. And the Yankees had a 10.5 game lead at one point. It has evaporated to nothing, but they are leading Baltimore tonight 7-3 in the 6th. The 0-2 is high, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Russell Martin, a home run, is 16th. And A-Rod is hitting again. He got his 16th tonight as well. Adam Jones is 29th for the Orioles. Throw goes over to first, and just back in time is Gaston. Gaston, 5 of 5 on the base paths during the regular season. Been some close plays over at first on some Fargo base running. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rodriguez. 1 away, 1 on. Fargo leads it in the 4th here, 1-0. Toronto and Boston tonight, leading 1-0 in the second. The 1-2 is just outside, 2-2. And the reason they're only in the second on the East Coast there is because that start was delayed by rain at Fenway. Texas down in Tampa, they're tied at 1 in the sixth. From the stretch, the 2-2 swung on and fouled away. And the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes still to Marcos Rodriguez, left-handed swinging first baseman for the RedHawks. Evan Longoria has a home run for the Rays, his 11th. 2-2. Kansas City leading Chicago 2-1. Throw goes over to first, and Gaston just diving back in time again. Good move there by Matt Rush. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rodriguez. Royals 2, White Sox 1 in the third. In the second, Minnesota at home leading Cleveland 1-0. The pitch swung on and fouled away, and it's still 2-2 to Rodriguez. Minnesota 1, Cleveland no score in the second. 9:05 tonight, Detroit in Anaheim to take on Los Angeles, and at 9:10 Central, Oakland up the coast to take on Seattle. The CFL game tonight started at 8, Calgary at Edmonton. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rodriguez. The pitch swung on, popped up into center field. Roberson coming in and slightly over to our left, his right. He'll make the catch, 2 away. And the batter is Aaron Eggleston. And Eggleston 0 for 1 tonight, 2 down in the inning. John Gaston over at first base. Fargo getting a run on the first, that's been it. A run on 4 hits and the lone error in the game for the RedHawks, 0-3 in Camp Goldeyes. First pitch is a fastball that's high, ball 1. Matt Rush this year tied for the league lead in strikeouts. He and Brian Grenning of Kansas City each had 113. The 1-0 is a changeup that's just outside, 2 balls and no strikes. And Matt Rush also led the league in ERA. Dusk is settled in on the capital of Manitoba tonight. The 2-0 swung on and popped up, maybe playable for Allen. Off goes the mask, back toward the screen, and the catcher right by his on-deck circle makes a 2-handed squeeze up in the air. And Fargo is done in the 4th. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Bottom 4 is next, 1-0 Fargo from downtown Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
While there's no known cure for ALS, there is hope. The ALS Society of Manitoba supports families affected by ALS. Our Client Services Coordinator works with your family to determine your needs, and the Brummett Feesby ALS House provides 24-hour care designed to specifically meet the needs of people living with ALS. Because hope is important in the lives of those affected by ALS. The ALS Society of Manitoba. We help our people every way we can. Visit alsmb.ca.
Nice and fresh.
Just the way I like it.
This is really good.
That hits the spot.
The spot to hear all that contentment? Our very own fishbowl. The reason? Robbins. Smart coffee lovers count on the famous, always fresh taste of Robbins coffee to add extra zest to every Goldeyes game. Team it with a Robbins fresh baked treat, and you've got, well, a flavored doubleheader. Robbins. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
Growing debt is like being in a dark tunnel. You don't know where to turn. You keep getting tripped up by bills and sudden expenses you didn't see coming. You feel you just aren't making any progress. But there is someone who can counsel you on debt and advise you on credit proposals. Someone who can help you find a light at the end of the tunnel.
Go to lctaylor.com right now. LC Taylor, Trustees in Bankruptcy. Your way forward.
Bottom of the fourth inning, we welcome you back. My name is Paul Edmonds. Glad to have you along wherever you are. 1-0 Fargo. Our producer operator at our flagship station, TSN 1290, is Eric Fritchie. Operating out of Swan River on CJ Radio, that network tonight, Riley Lachuk. On site, Kevin Salmon helping us out. And Mr. Utility at TSN 1290, Colin Jensen, helping Salmon out. Here's Canizares. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. Barbero Canizares is 0 for 1 tonight. He had a little dribbler go back out in front of home plate that Delgado, the catcher for Fargo, picked up and threw him out on to end the first. The 0-1 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Paul Burnside works into his fourth. Canizares, Mazzola, and Allen, part of the order here in the bottom of 4 for Winnipeg. Again, 1-0. The RedHawks lead the Goldeyes. 1-1. Breaking ball, swung on and pounded foul right back down to the batter's box and rolled back toward the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Canizares is 3 for 9 in the series. Wind is not a factor here tonight at all. It's actually a pretty decent September night. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on, hit sharply right back up the middle for a base hit. Leadoff single, and for the third straight inning, Winnipeg will have the leadoff man aboard. And now Josh Mazzola, the batter. And Josh is 1 for 1 tonight. He was caught stealing, though. Trying to get up to second base in the second after leading off the inning with a single through the right side. Winnipeg has tied Fargo in the hit department with 4. Now we'll see if they can string a couple together. Zola stands in from the right side. And Burnside will go to work from the stretch. First pitch. Slider down and away, ball 1. Canizares is not a threat to steal. Barbero at 14 games did not attempt a stolen base with the Goldeyes during the regular season. 1 ball and no strikes. Burnside comes set. The 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Zola watched that all the way in and took it all the way. Josh 3 for 9 in the series. And Paul Burnside will come set. The 1-1 is outside with a fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Paul Burnside, 6'4", 225 pounds, from Montgomery, Alabama. 25 years old. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is outside, 3-1. Batted 93 on the gun here, so some giddy up to that fastball for Burnside. 3 balls and a strike to Josh Mazzola. Canizares over at first base, nobody out. Burnside comes set. The 3-1. Breaking ball drops in there for a strike, and it's 3-2. That's pretty gutsy right there, 3-1. A hitter's count to drop a curveball in on that leading home run hitter of the Winnipeg Goldeyes in Josh Mazzola. I don't think anybody expected that. You got to be pretty confident because you don't want it to float upstairs and walk a guy, then there's 2 on. 3 balls, 2 strikes. See what he comes with here. The pitch is a fastball wide, ball 4. Well, there you go. Third walk issued by Burnside tonight. Canizares to second. Mazzola aboard for the second time tonight. Luis Allen, the batter. And here comes Steve Montgomery out to have a little chat. And the pitching coach will call for time and bring everybody Except Carlo Cota to the mound to have a discussion here. Just over 5,000 here tonight. 5,025. Not bad. 5,025. Mound meeting is broken up. Montgomery back to that first base dugout for Fargo. And Luis Allen, who is 0 for 1 tonight. He hit a comebacker back to Burnside in the second. Well, I think everybody in the house here anticipating a bunt. And Fargo, you wonder if they'll try, depending on where the ball goes, to maybe get Canizares at third. Fargo leads at 1-0, 2 on and nobody out. And Allen showing bunt, pulling back, taking outside, ball 1. I said that Luis Allen led the team in ground into double play. He had had the lead for most of the season. He hit into 13. But the leader was Shrundle DeCastro with 14. 1 ball, no strikes. Goldeyes looking to bunt here and advance the runners by sacrifice. Pitch is banged up toward third, picked up by Campbell, and he throws Allen out. And the sacrifice is executed perfectly. Kind of banged it up toward third a little bit with that choke-up bunt. And Allen gets thrown out. It goes 5-4 on the sacrifice. And there's 1 away. Canizares over to third. Up to second is Mazzola. And here's Mike Coles with an opportunity to not only give the Goldeyes at least get on the board, but maybe give them a lead. They trail 1-0. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Coles will step in from the right side. He drew a walk his first trip. So this right here is the best chance for Winnipeg to score. And now Fargo with first base open is going to walk Coles and load the bases for Kyle Day. And let the booing commence. So they're going to walk Coles and load the bases and try to set up a double play. This will be the 4th walk issued by Burnside. First intentionally tonight. And Kyle Day, who's 0 for 7 in the series, will be the batter. Now, if you're thinking squeeze, I'm not sure this would be the spot, because you usually want a right-handed batter, and Kyle Day's a lefty, because you want to shelter the catcher a little bit from being able to see. Not only that, but Canizares doesn't run very well from third base. So, this is a good move on Fargo's part, but if you're thinking the counter move is a squeeze by the Goldeyes, it's probably not going to happen here, just based on you don't have a right-handed batter, and you don't really have a guy that's fleet of foot over at third base to come down the line. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. And Kyle Day looking for his first hit of the series. Bases loaded, 1 down. Winnipeg trailing by a 1-0 count. And Burnside's first pitch. Fastball bounced out toward first, between the legs of Rodriguez, down the right field line. Canizares will score. Here comes Mazzola, up to second is Day. And the Goldeyes have taken a 2-1 lead. An error by Rodriguez, a la Billy Buckner at first base. Kyle Day hit it on the ground, and Rodriguez, I'm sure, was looking up to start 2, maybe to second, then back down to 1. It was hit hard enough, though. It went right between his legs and down the right field line. 2 runs will score. Can't assume the double play, and Day will pick up an RBI. And that'll be a straight-up E3. And Day gets to second on that, and Coles to third. Here's Ramon. First pitch is low, ball 1. Second error tonight by Fargo. An RBI for Kyle. Charged the error to Rodriguez at first base between the old wickets. Infield pulled in for Fargo to protect the plate. Ramon drew a walk his first trip. 2-1 Winnipeg. Burnside comes set. The 1-0. Breaking ball drops in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Amos hit .267 against the RedHawks during the regular season. He is 5 for 8 in this series. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burnside comes set. Outfield straight away. The 1-1 is high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Still only 1 out. And runners at second and third for Winnipeg. Really looking for the key hit here to add on. Ramon drew a walk. Back in inning number 3. We're in the 4th. The 2-1. Breaking ball swung on, looped over first, dumped into right field for a base hit. In to score is Cold. Here comes Day, and the throw is late. Day will slide in, feet first and touch home plate with his hand. It's a 2-run single for Ramon, and the Goldeyes have taken a 4-1 lead. Famous Amos has come through again. Baby! And back to the top of the order we go. In Bryce Kendall. A 4-run fourth at Camp Goldeye tonight. And Bryce Kendall, 0 for 2 tonight, will step in from the right side. 4 in, 1 out, 1 on. 4-1 Winnipeg. And Burnside will come set. And the first pitch is a fastball right down the chute for a strike. Amos Ramon, by the way, with runners in scoring position, during the year hit .282. That is a big 2-run single by the Winnipeg resident now. The pitch, and showing bunt, pulling back is Kendall, and he takes outside 1-1. I think they're having a pretty good time in Corpus Christi, Texas this week as well. The Cowboys won. And number 1 son doing well here. Pitch is swung on and a comebacker right to Burnside. Throws to second for 1 and down to 1 for 2. Not in time. Kendall beat it out. It was started quickly by the pitcher Burnside, but Penpraise got to the bag and didn't exactly get it out of his glove and really try to wing it down toward first, and Kendall beats it out for a fielder's choice. And here's Chris Roberson. Ramon is retired. It goes 1-6. And there's 2 down. And Roberson 1 for 2 tonight. Roberson bounced out and had a single to right field. First pitch is a breaking ball that's low, ball 1. Roberson is the 8th man to step to the plate in the inning. One ball, no strikes. 4-1 Winnipeg, 4 runs, 5 hits. A run, 4 hits, and 2 errors for Fargo. The 1-0. Swing and a miss on that change of pace. And it's a ball and a strike. Roberson 2 for 9 in the series, batting from the left side as a switch hitter against the right-hander Paul Burnside. 2 away in the inning. Runner at first in Kendall. The 1-1 is low and inside. Got away from Delgado. Got away again. And Kendall up to second without a throw. Sliding in safely on the wild pitch. Second wild pitch uncorked tonight by Paul Burnside. And the count 2-1 on Chris Roberson. And Roberson with a big gap in right center, looking to maybe drive Kendall in with a runner in scoring position here. Burnside comes set. The 2-1. Swung on, lifted out towards center. Jackson in control, back a couple of steps, in one, reaches up, makes the catch. 8 men step to the plate for Winnipeg. 4 men cross it. They do so on 2 hits. There was 1 big error in the inning. And the Goldeyes leave 1. We'll go to the 5th. Winnipeg 4, Fargo 1 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Hit a home run this summer at any of Arby's 6 Winnipeg locations. Whether you want to lead off with Arby's oven-roasted roast beef or return for a designated hit with a market-fresh sandwich or wrap, you'll always come away feeling like a winner after a visit to Arby's. What are you thinking? I'm thinking Arby's. Locally owned and operated and proud to be a corporate sponsor of your Winnipeg Goldeyes.
In the world of PowerSmart, small changes add up. Did you know cooking with small kitchen appliances like a toaster oven or an electric frying pan uses less energy than your oven or stove? Even boiling water with an electric kettle will save energy. And next time you're shopping for a new appliance, look for Energy Star appliances, as they can use 30 to 50% less energy. For more energy-saving solutions from Manitoba Hydro, log on to manitobapowersmart.ca.
You make a tea time, and Mother Nature goes,
I don't think so.
Good thing there's the Golf Dome. With 5 virtual golf simulators, you can play on courses from around the world. Get your practice in at a driving range where you pay by time, not by bucket, and save 40% with summer rates. It's fun stuff, and no crazy weather. The Golf Dome, the bubble off Sterling Lion Parkway. Don't forget to like us on Facebook for specials and coupons.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Fergie's Fish and Chips and Manitoba Turkey Producers.
On to the 5th we go. Winnipeg leads it 4-1. And they lead the series 2-0. Carlo Cota, Zach Penpraise, and Buddy Cisnowski. Against Matt Raj, it's hitters 9, 1, and 2 for the RedHawks. Cota 0 for 1 tonight. He flew out to right field. Winnipeg getting 4 runs in the 4th. A couple of big plays there. First pitch is high, ball 1. The error that scored 2 on a Kyle Day ground ball out toward first base and Marcos Rodriguez. And then the Goldeyes seizing the moment even further, capitalizing on the error even further. A 2-run single by Amos Ramon. The 1-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Rush works into his 5th. Allowed a run on 4 hits. Wichita storm back. They lead Laredo, the 1-1. Swung on, foul back, and out of play by Cota. Wichita 4, Laredo 1 in the 4th on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. 4-1 Wingnuts over the Lemurs. 1-2 to Cota. And the pitch swung on, popped up. Foul territory. Mazzola over by that Fargo dugout. And he got caught up on the railing, and it goes into the dugout. And we'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to Carlo Cota. Zola kind of crashed into that railing a little bit. Looked like it might have hurt. From the full wind, the 1-2. Swung on, hit down the left field line, and foul. And Cota broke his bat on that. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Coda will get a new stick and step back in from the right side. 1-2. Carlo Coda 0 for 4 in the series. Matt Rush back to the top of the hill, looking in to get the sign from Luis Allen. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, hit out to left center, and that's going to get down and go in toward the gap. Picked up by Day, dropped it, now picked it back up and throws it back in, but Coda will have a double to lead off the inning. So Carlo Coda with a double to lead off the inning. Second extra base hit for Fargo off Matt Rush here. And back to the top of the order in Zach Penpraise. And Penpraise will step in from the right-hand side. He is 0 for 2 tonight, 1 for 9 in the series. First pitch, going to show bunt, pull back, and take high, ball 1. Kind of figured that Fargo would try to play for 1 here. You know, Penpraise would consider dropping a bunt here. He squared the bunt, pull back. And for Zach, because he runs so well, it's not only for a sacrifice to maybe get Coda over to third and have a couple of cracks to get him in, it's also to try to get a base hit and get multiple runners on. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and a strike. Good slider there from Matt Rush. Penpraise has popped out and flown out. Popped out to first baseman Mazzola, flew out to right fielder Mike Coles in the first and second. We're here in the fifth. 4-1 Winnipeg. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Rush will come set. 1-1. And a bunt fouled at home plate by Penpraise. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Nobody out. A leadoff double by Coda, and he stands at second. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Rush comes set. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and Penpraise down on strikes. Strikeout number 4 for Matt Rush tonight. And there's 1 away, and here's Buddy Sosnowski. And Sosnowski will step in from the left side. A good slider there. Again from Matt Rush, up in the zone. And Penpraise went chasing. Waved right through it, strikeout number 4. Sosnowski 0 for 2 tonight. He's bounced out to second and struck out swinging. Rush, a long look at Coda, first pitch. Change up, swung on and missed for strike 1. Nothing in 1 to Buddy Sosnowski, who's 2 for 10 in the series. And Rush will come set. The 0-1. Another change-up. That floated high, and Sosnowski laid off of that, 1-1. Darkness has settled in here on Winnipeg, Manitoba. Just over 5,000 here tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sosnowski. And the pitch. Swing and a miss and a fastball, and it's 2-2. Sosnowski's had a double in this series. That was in game 1 in inning number 1. Out to left field. In Fargo, of course. Here's some unison clapping going. There you go. 1-2. Swung on, fouled back and off the upper deck, and I think it stays in the sky suite. Still a ball and 2 strikes to Sosnowski. Buddy Sosnowski, 31 RBI this year in 53 games. 1-2. Rush leans over to get the sign. Sosnowski waggles the bat from the left side. A long look at Carlo Cota, the pitch. Swung on, that's lined out to first, caught by Mazzola, throws to second, double play, inning over. Line drive out to first, caught by Mazzola, and he doubles off Cota with a throw to second base. And that is that for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks here in the top of the fifth. No runs, one hit, nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth, 4-1 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
If your business, big or small, has excess waste and recycling piling up, let BFI Canada make your trash our business. Our customized pickup schedules make it easy. With commercial and industrial collection services, BFI Canada can help any business get organized. Want to make your business feel like new? Then call up the Blue. Visit BFICanada.com to schedule your pickup date today. BFI Canada, a cleaner community, a greener environment.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
From the diamond to the driveway, from weekend warrior to world-class pro, local athletes are choosing Manitoba pork for peak performance. Loaded with lean, high-quality protein and essential vitamins and minerals, pork is a powerhouse of nutrition for serious athletes. For a real competitive edge, choose Manitoba pork, fueling today's athletes. Learn more about pork for peak performance at manitobapork.com.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Sherundle DeCaster to lead it off. Winnipeg in front 4-1. DeCaster, Canizares, Mazzola. Burnside's first pitch is low, ball one. Now the Goldeyes have hit into a double play, and then they turn one in the top half of this fifth inning. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. It's 1-1. Fargo will get some people up in the bullpen. Right-hander down there. The 1-1 is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Number 25, Kevin Fuqua. DeCaster 1 for 2 tonight. He's hit into the double play. A 2-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Sherundle is 3 for 10 in the series. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fastball swung on, line to the gap in right center. On the run, Sosnowski, and he'll get there and make the catch, sticking out the glove around bailed high. And there's 1 down. We'll call that a liner to right. 1 away for Canizares, who's 1 for 2 tonight. With a run scored, he led off the fourth and proved for Winnipeg to be a 4-run fourth inning. 8 men stepped to the plate. A big error by Rodriguez at first. A big hit by Amos Ramon. But it all started with this single from this guy. First pitch is in there for a strike. Canizares is 4 for 10 in the series. The 0-1 swung on and fisted off the handle and blooped in toward the seats. Foul. 0-2. Canizares has hit 1 home run for the Goldeyes in this now game, including the regular season, 17. 0-2 swung on, and that is sliced down the right field line, but foul. But it proved to be a big one. It was in that St. Paul series a couple weekends back where the Goldeyes took the lead on the wild card and never let it go and eventually qualified for the postseason over the Saints. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball, and Canizares down on strikes. First strikeout tonight for Burnside, and Josh Mazzola, the batter. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And Josh has made a great defensive play top half of this 5th inning, catching that line drive off Sosnowski's bat and doubling off Coda at second. First pitch. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. 0-1 to Josh Mazzola. 3 for 9 in the series. The pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burnside from the full wind with 2 away in the 5th. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled away right side. And out of play. Winnipeg, 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Fargo, a run, 5 hits, and 2 errors. One-two pitch is outside with a fastball, 2-2. That was 94 on the gun here. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Breaking ball, swung on, bounced out towards short. Fielded by Penpraise. Shuffles and throws to first. Reaching was Rodriguez, and he makes the catch. The Goldeyes go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Zeros across. We'll go to the 6th. Winnipeg by 3, 4-1 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
For 5 years, the new Pembina Chrysler has become Winnipeg's most conveniently located automotive center. From a 30-minute orders-free oil change, All-Make Collision Center, Canada's largest parts volume dealer, or an incredible selection of new and used vehicles, it's really all here at the new Pembina Chrysler. So why drive to the outskirts of the city to buy, much less go all the way back for service, when it's all here at the new Pembina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, 300 Pembina Highway or PembinaChrysler.com.
GPS revolutionized the way we travel, but it can also save your business money. GPS tracking from Sirius Technologies gives you a bird's eye view of your business with real numbers to measure productivity, plus a real-time map so dispatchers can easily send the nearest vehicle when a new job arises. Imagine adding 1 more job a day or cutting idling time by 50%. Sirius Technologies. Data is power. It's time to get serious. For your free 1-month trial, visit SiriusTechnologies.ca.
Hi, this is Denny from Denny's Whole Hog Barbecue.
And I'm quarterback Buck Pierce, here to introduce Danny and Buck's barbecue sauces.
The official barbecue sauce of your Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
It's an all-star lineup featuring raspberry chipotle,
roasted garlic and honey,
and cranberry chipotle. Whether you pour it, dip it, or spread it.
They're delicious and make a perfect gift.
Try Danny and Buck's barbecue sauces today. Available at the Bomber Store.
And we'll bring the flavor.
Never miss the action with live Goldeyes coverage on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes. Here's Paul Edmonds.
We go to the 6th inning. Nick Jackson to lead it off, followed by Eric Campbell and Ryan Delgado. Winnipeg in front, 4-1 Fargo. Will send hitters 3, 4, and 5 against Matt Rush here in the 6th. Nick Jackson tonight, a double, a run scored, and a strikeout. Matt Rush climbs to the top of the hill and looks in to get the sign. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Jackson 4 for 9 in the series. A couple of runs scored. The 0-1 is a little low. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Each team with 5 hits. The Goldeyes have a 3-run lead. Fargo's made 2 errors. The 1-1 is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tomorrow, if there is a game 4, Todd Privet versus Aaron Schaefer. 6:05 first pitch. 2-1 to Nick Jackson. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled away left side. And out of play and into the night. 2-2. Jackson batted .309 this year. Two balls, two strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled away left side. Out of play. Two balls, two strikes still. Two and two to Jackson. Fargo getting one in the first. Goldeyes getting four in the fourth. 2-2. Breaking ball swung on, bounced out to third. Up with it on two hops. Ramon throw across a little low, but dug out with a backhand by Mazzola. One away. Now the batter is Eric Campbell. He is 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Fargo had some activity in that bullpen with Kevin Fuqua throwing. Paul Burnside, though, had a pretty easy 1-2-3 fifth inning. So we'll see what the RedHawks do when we get to the bottom of the sixth inning in terms of pitching. First pitch, fastball, or actually a change of pace, is low, ball one. Campbell 1 for 8 in the series. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Fastball swung on, set down the right field line. Foul. And it will get on top of the roof. Holy smokes. Hal Lanier's here tonight. Jamie Ibarra just rolled into town. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on, a comebacker off the mound, out towards short, and trying to barehand it was Kendall, and he couldn't. It had some ping pong spin on him. And Campbell will have an infield single out of that. Jamie Ibarra, your name came up on Wednesday night, brother, talking about this being the 10th meeting between the RedHawks and the Goldeyes in playoff history. The first one, of course, was 1996. And former Major Leaguer Chris Coase got you on a 3-2 slider for a 3-run home run in Fargo in the third and deciding game. I do remember that. We're in the sixth inning. Jamie Ibarra, what are you doing in town? We'll get you on here in a second. Did you bring Andy Wise with you too, or what? 4-1 Fargo in front. Hal Lanier's here. Jamie Ibarra. Donnie Smith apologized. He wanted to be here tonight. He had another commitment. Pitch is swung on and missed. Good slider there on Ryan Delgado from Mad Rush. And Delgado 1 for 2 tonight. Campbell has an infield single. He's over at first base. Fargo's out hitting Winnipeg 6-5. The Goldeyes lead it by 3. The pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Rush from the stretch. The 1-1 is swung on. That's hit sharply out towards short. Diving out is Kendall off his arm and into left field. Hard hit ball by Ryan Delgado, and Fargo's had back-to-back singles here. And the batter now is John Gaston. And he'll represent the potential tying run. And a left-handed batter DHing tonight. Gaston is struck out and singled. 7 hits for Fargo, as they are not going away. And Gaston will step in from the right side. So Campbell stops at second. Delgado at first base with his second hit of the night. And Rush will come set. First pitch is inside and low, ball 1. And here comes Rick Forney out to have a little chat here, as he doesn't like what he sees. Nobody warming for the Goldeyes in the bullpen, but all of a sudden Winnipeg in a bit of a jam here. Runners at first and second, 1 out. And Rick will make his second visit of the night to the mound. He made one earlier back in the first inning. 1 ball, no strikes. John Gaston, the batter. Gaston is 1 for 6 in the series. Now the mound made it over, and 40 back toward that third base dugout. 1 ball, no strikes to Gaston. Winnipeg looking for something on the ground here. Rush comes set, checks Campbell at second. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. On a fastball at 91 on the gun and out of play. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Rush comes set. And the 1-1 is in there for a strike. Took something off of it, got the outside corner, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You hear Goldie with the drum. Kind of like being at an A's game. 1-2 pitch. Just missed outside with a fastball. Tried to go there again. Gaston didn't chase. It was just off enough that Tim McCaffrey didn't give it to Matt Rush. 2-2 to Gaston. 4-1 Winnipeg. We're in the 6th. 2 on and 1 out. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 5th strikeout tonight for Matt Rush, and there's 2 away for Marcos Rodriguez. And Rodriguez 1 for 2 tonight, but he made an error over at first base that led to a 4-run inning for Winnipeg. And Rodriguez is 2 for 10 in the series. Rush comes set, 2 on, 2 out. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Dotted the outside corner with that fastball, and it's 0-1. No wind tonight. Little chill in the air. Lights at full illumination. 9 o'clock on the button. The 0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Four runs, 5 hits for Winnipeg on the line score. 1-7-2 for Fargo. Fans getting on Marcos Rodriguez. 1-1, swung on and filleted down the left field line and foul and into the seats. A ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 to Marcos Rodriguez. Matt Rush climbs back to the top of the hill with a new baseball. Leans over to get the sign. Campbell at second. Delgado at first. 1-2. The pitch is high with a fastball. 2-2. Rush with 5 strikeouts here tonight. Rodriguez had 1 home run and drove in 40 on the campaign through 100 games. Rush again from the stretch. Allen sets up outside, 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and fouled back. And on top of the roof, and it's 2-2 still to the left-handed swinging first baseman, Marcos Rodriguez. Rodriguez a single tonight, stole second, got to third, was left stranded in inning number 2, then flew out to center field in the 4th. Rush will come set again. 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, blooped over out toward left. Here comes Day, and in control before the line, makes the catch. And Fargo is done in the 6th. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. Bottom 6 is next. Winnipeg leads it by 3, 4-1 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Commissionaires, Manitoba's premier security solutions provider, will take care of your home security needs the next time you go away on vacation. Commissionaires' team of bonded professionals will check on your home and help satisfy your insurance requirements. They do interior and exterior patrols and make your home look lived in. Visit their website at commissionaires.mb.ca for more information about their House Watch service. Commissionaires, trusted every day, everywhere.
Hi, I'm Denny from Denny's Whole Hog Barbecue.
And I'm quarterback Buck Pierce. If you're having a big summer event and looking for a way to feed your group, call Danny's Whole Hog Barbecue.
We're looking after you with a full catering service or do-it-yourself hog roast with succulent pork, tender beef, turkey, chicken, pork ribs, and more. No group is too big or too small. Plus, you can keep the leftovers. We'll even pack it up for you.
Visit Danny'sWholeHog.com or call 344-5675.
And we'll bring the flavor.
Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk. Sarah's on the line.
I want a cool new phone, but I have a fear of commitment.
Well, now with Rogers FlexTab, you can get your dream phone, like an HTC One X, on your terms with a low upfront payment.
That's great.
And you could be free of your FlexTab agreement at any time just by paying the remaining balance for the phone.
So I could pay it off in a couple of months.
Sure.
Or next year.
No need to commit. Introducing FlexTab from Rogers. Conditions apply.
Yours today at your local Rogers store, the official wireless provider to the Winnipeg Goldeyes.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Winnipeg in front, 4-1. And Paul Burnside will stay on the hill for Fargo. And the Goldeyes will send Allen, Coles, and Day up to the plate. And double barrel action for Fargo in the bullpen. Kevin Fuqua back up as the right-hander, and the lefty is Joe Harris. And here's Luis Allen, who's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice tonight. First pitch is right down the middle for a strike. Well, I said Jamie Barr, who pitched for the Goldeyes for 96 and a few years after that, is here in town tonight. The pitch is swung on and hacked foul off the instep. 0-2 to the Goldeyes catcher. And he joins me in the booth. Good to see you, Jamie. Long time no see.
It has been a long time. It's glad to be here.
I just got to kind of look it up here and find out exactly the years. You don't have to tell me. I'll find it.
Oh, I'm sure you will. You have to go back to the old Winnipeg Stadium days.
Yeah, you never got a chance to pitch here, did you?
Actually, I did for a little bit. Not very long.
And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced out toward first, off the chest of Marcos Rodriguez, but he'll find it scrambling over there and get it to the pitcher, Burnside, and they get the out of Allen. And there's one away, so 3-1 on the putout, and here's Mike Coles followed by Kyle Day. Well, listen, I don't mean to embarrass you. You know, you walk in, I haven't seen you for years, and I'm talking about, hey, I was talking on Wednesday night about you giving up that 3-2 slider to Chris Coast, and Fargo took the lead that night in Game 3 of a best-of-3 series, and that's one of the things I remember about that night, Jamie. The other thing I remember is about that long rain delay. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. That was a long rain delay.
Long rain delay for a playoff game back in 1996. The first time the Goldeyes and RedHawks met in the postseason. First pitch to Coles is low for ball 1. And Chris Coast, of course, I guess, you know, it's a little bit more palatable for you because you gave up a home run to a guy that ended up playing and having a pretty good career in the big leagues. Pitches in there for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, I guess if you're going to give it up, I hope he makes it and improves that. Hey, if I'm going to give it up to somebody, it better be somebody who's going to go somewhere.
1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Coles. Swung on. That is hit out to second. 1 hop. Coda up with it over to first base. And 2 away, and the batter is Kyle Day. You know, I joked about, hey, is Andy Wise going to be here tonight? Because, of course, everybody that knows of you and when you pitched for the Goldeyes, you were traded with Andy from Sioux Falls to Winnipeg, and that's how you became a Goldeye. And you were saying off air that you keep in contact with Andy Wise.
I do. In fact, I just saw Andy Wise down in Southern California probably about a month ago, and he's doing well. He's coaching high school baseball, and he's making a career out of it.
Here's Kyle Day, an RBI tonight, but he's 0 for 2. First pitch is low and inside, and it's ball 1. Jamie Barra, 96 to 97 as a Goldeye, and then briefly in 1999. The 1-0. Swung on, hit out towards second, one hop to his left. Kuda fields that, throws to first base, and the Goldeyes are done 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Can you hang around? I mean, we haven't even asked you a question.
Sure, definitely.
We'll go to the 7th. Winnipeg leading at 4-1 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
This Goldeyes season, Salisbury House on the Esplanade Riel is hitting it right out of the park with great new taste sensations to get you ready to roar before the game or relive the fun after the final out. With so many great choices, every visit is a new eating adventure. And remember, Sal's is the only place to go for a nip platter, the fan favorite that hits a home run every time. So before or after any Goldeyes game, stroll on over for great food and fun on the Esplanade Riel at Salisbury House. Your food, your way.
One little drop of oil can spoil a million drops of water. So put used oil in its place. Call or click for information.
Used Oil Recycling is giving away free Goldeyes key tags at 12 select home games this season with 3 ways to win. If the number on the back of your key tag is drawn in the 2nd inning, you could win a $50 gift certificate from Future Shop. If you activate your key tag online and your keys are ever lost, they'll be returned for free. Once your key tag is activated, you are entered for a chance to win an autographed Goldeyes jersey. The draw will take place at the last game of the season. Mr. Oil Drop reminds you to keep your environment clean and green by recycling your used oil and antifreeze products.
UseOilRecycling.com. Hey, Manitoba, do it now. UseOilRecycling.com.
Call 1-888-410-1440.
Make every drop count.
You're listening to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball, live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Sirius Technologies. Let's get back to the action with Paul Edmonds.
We go to the 7th inning. Winnipeg leads at 4-1. Aaron Eggleston will step up for Fargo. Matt Rush works into his 7th. And here comes pitch number 105 of the night. And it's swung on and lined to center. And that'll be taken on a couple of hops by Roberson. He'll fire it back in. And Aaron Eggleston jumps all over that first pitch fastball for a leadoff single here in the 7th. My guest is former Goldeye Jamie Ibarra. And he pitched for Winnipeg 96-97. Then back again in 1999. And you have a son that lives in Winnipeg here, and you come back, and I don't know, do you get back here frequently? And if you do, and if you have over the years, why are you dropping in for the first time here tonight?
I actually don't get back here as often as I'd like to, but yes, I do. He's a quarterback for the St. Paul's Academy football team, and he's doing really well. But I would love to come back more often, but I don't.
Okay. And living in San Jose.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you doing? Are you involved in the game too?
I am actually. So I have a 10-year-old boy and a 7-year-old daughter, and I actually coach my son's team as well. He plays travel baseball year-round and actually coached his all-star team. And I'm coaching high school baseball as well. So I'm keeping pretty busy staying on the baseball field.
Okay. First pitch to Carlo Cota is in there for a strike. Goldeyes have a left-hander up in the bullpen, and Zach Baldwin getting loose. 4-1, the Goldeyes lead it. Pitch is swung on and popped up a mile high, left side of the infield, and Kendall will call off Ramon, and the shortstop in behind the third baseman makes the catch, and Cota is out number 1 here in the 7th after that leadoff single by Eggleston, and the batter is Zach Penpraise. Back to the top of the order we go. So obviously baseball's not paying the bills. That's sort of what you're doing on the side, and what are you doing full-time to pay the bills?
I work at Yahoo, actually. So
really?
Yeah, I'm actually a director of creative marketing for Yahoo, so that's what's paying the bills these days.
I would imagine it's paying it quite well.
I do pretty well, actually. I've made my way through through the corporate ladder, and I actually run a creative group at our corporate headquarters back in California. So I'm doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy. I love what I do.
First pitch is a slider on the outside edge for a strike to Penpraise, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Penpraise 1 for 10 in the series. Matt Rush will get the sign, come set. 1 away, 1 on. And the 0-1 pitch. Fastball is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. And when did baseball end for you officially, Jamie? Did you go back home and play some senior men's or anything like that? And
I did,
after
actually.
You were done in the Northern League?
I did, actually. After the Northern League, I actually came out, I think my last year was in Sioux Falls. I played half a year in 2001.
Okay.
Then played the men's senior league for a while, and still do that occasionally. Not as often. My arm doesn't hold up like it used to, so. But just to stay competitive.
The 1-1 pitch. Half a swing. Did he go? The appeal, and no at first base, says Steve Linton. And the count 2 balls and 1 strike. 4-1, the Goldeyes are in front. Penpraise with a count of 2-1 on him. He's popped out, flown out, and struck out. Aaron Eggleston is over at first base. He was 10 of 12 in the base paths this year, being held on by Mazzola. The 2-1. Swung on, lifted out toward right at Coles. He'll make the catch. Retreating back to first is Eggleston, 2 away. And here comes Rick Forney. And I think he's going to spell the end of the night for Matt Rush and bring the right-hander Baldwin in to face Buddy Sosnowski, the left-handed swinging right fielder for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Now, you saw Hal, or you knew Hal was here tonight, right? Hal Lanier.
Yes, I haven't ran into him yet, but I did hear he was here. I ran into Coach Nealis, who was my coach when I was playing here, and so I've yet to run into Hal.
Well, you might see Hal around because he had a family commitment tonight, and if you're around till Sunday, you never know. You did also play with Rick.
I did.
And, isn't it amazing you come back here and you're like, Rick Forney's the manager of the Goldeyes? Did you have that reaction, Jamie?
I did. I actually looked up on the website prior to coming just to see how the team was doing, and with hopes that I would be able to catch a game, and saw Rick Forney as the manager, and I'm thinking, man, if I could hopefully be fortunate enough that they would still be, make the playoffs, and they're in the wild card race for a while there. So it all has just come together well.
Mound meeting is over. They're going to leave Rush in to face Buddy Sosnowski, who's 0 for 3 tonight, but he hit Rush hard with a line drive that ended up being a double play in the 5th, his last trip. First pitch, fastball swung on and fouled to the plate for strike 1. You find that you watch the game differently now, or do you watch it better that you're not playing anymore and you can analyze everything? Or how do you see the game now, Jamie, that you're not on the mound with the ball in this type of situation in a playoff game like Matt Rush is for the Goldeyes tonight?
It's definitely a different perspective being in the stands or in the dugout and not needing to be on the mound and pitching.
Pitch is swung on and fouled back, and it's 0-2 to Sosnowski.
And then also coaching now, you have a much different perspective of understanding some of the details and that go into the game and making some plays. But now, you get to survey the field, try to understand what's going on. It's definitely, it's much different, but you definitely always feel like I want to get back out there and play.
0-2 to Sosnowski, 2 away, 1 on in the 7th. The 0-2 is a fastball that's high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Is it how you remembered it here?
It is. I felt like a bit of a homecoming, when I walked in the stadium, just the people. I've always been treated great here, loved playing here, but definitely love this environment.
The 1-2 pitch is outside, 2-2. Back with a fastball there. Goldeyes lead it 4-1. My guest, Jamie Ibarra, was part of a Goldeyes team that started a long journey in playoff history against the RedHawks back in 1996. 2-2. Fans was unison clapping. Rush comes set. And the pitch swung on and fouled back to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You can see he's going to continue to work him away. He's definitely not going to try to come in and into the powerhouse there. If he's going to hit something, he's going to have to make an adjustment and go away with it.
Okay, so you've been away on Sosnowski here, the left-handed batter. Do you want to stay with a fastball? You want to try to maybe change speeds here a little bit and get him out in front of something?
It's kind of tough. It's 2-2. You definitely don't want to go full count because then you're going to get the runner in motion. But I think he's going to stay hard here.
2-2. Breaking ball missed outside, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
But again, you can see he's working the outside corner. He's not going to come in. he's going to make some adjustments and hopefully maybe get him to roll over on a ground ball here.
Nick Jackson stands on deck. Aaron Eggleston is over at first base. 3 balls and 2 strikes against Sosnowski. Rush will come set, and the payoff pitch. Fastball swung on, popped up. Left side of the infield. Ramon in on the grass, and underneath it, makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left for Fargo in the top of the 7th. Can you hang around for another half?
I'll give you,
let you go. Okay?
Definitely.
Stretch time in my hometown. We invite you, wherever you are tonight, to get up with us and stretch him out. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-1 Winnipeg. My guest, Jamie Ibarra, a Goldeyes alumnus on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
A good hit to right field. It's going. Over the wall.
Hit a home run at Cambrian Credit Union. Thanks to the UNFI, our members saved over $3 million in the last year. A real team bonus.
Teamwork wins ball games, and it's made Sabre Agencies an even stronger player in the insurance business. Recently, Sabre Agencies teamed up with Canada's largest personal property insurance company, Intact Insurance. So now, when life throws you a curveball, they'll get you back in the game faster than ever. Are you over 50 with no claims for 3 years? Then you could score big league savings on home insurance, including no deductible on your first claim. Call Sabre Agencies for details. 694-6787.
Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can happen, because we're blending up a difference at Jugo Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com.
My last half inning.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. My name is Paul Edmonds. Our guest is Jamie Ibarra, who was with the Goldeyes in 96, 97, and part of 1999, first year this ballpark. And the Goldeyes are leading this one tonight by a score of 4-1. Here's Amos Ramon, and the first pitch from Burnside is high, ball 1. Ramon, Kendall, and Roberson. 9-1-2. The Goldeyes getting 4 runs in the 4th. Fargo opening the score with 1 in the 1st. Jamie, I presume you keep in contact with Goldeyes owner and mayor of Winnipeg, Sam Cates. Pitches inside 2-0.
I do, as a matter of fact, and Sam's the one that invited me to the game tonight. So Sam and I have actually kept in contact, over the years, and have been really good friends for quite a while now.
2 balls and no strikes to famous Amos. 1 for 1 with a walk tonight. 2 RBI. The pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Again, Fargo double barrel action in that bullpen here as we get to the bottom of 7. And we'll tell you what the Goldeyes are doing this week. It's a left-hander in Harris, right-hander in Fuqua. The 2-1 is outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Goldeyes this week brought to you by Boston Pizza. Coming to Boston Pizza during grill therapy, you can win the ultimate hockey road trip to see Winnipeg play LA in LA. Boston Pizza here to make you happy. 3 balls and a strike to Ramon. And you mentioned that Dan Gainey was in town not too long ago. The 3-1 is outside, ball 4, and Amos will draw a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Yeah, he and, I don't know if you recall, Andrew Halpenny, who actually, I think...
Well, I still keep in contact a little bit with Andrew, and Andrew's got the rookies batting cages doing very well, and there was a big story in Andrew's hometown of Selkirk, Manitoba, which isn't far. It's, just a northern little community here. We get the local paper there. There's a big, nice story on Andrew about rookies batting cages and how they kind of taken what was, a market that was devoid of anything like that over the years and Of course, he partnered with Kevin DiTola years ago, and Kevin's no longer involved, another former Goldeye.
Right.
But Andrew's kind of taken the ball and run with it over all these years, and I think Dan was involved kind of working some clinics there over some years as well. So, boy, there's a big connection here. You guys keep floating back, all you alumnus.
You can't get rid of us.
Yeah. That is going to be it here for Paul Burnside. They're going to bring the right-hander Kevin Fuqua in, and we'll take a timeout for 70 seconds on the call of the bullpen. Fargo makes the first move to the pen. It's in the bottom of the 7th. Goldeyes lead at 4-1 back in 70 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
For football.
Are you guys concerned about a 23-year-old who's had major reconstructive surgery on both his shoulders already?
Absolutely. Yeah, and shoulders for an O-lineman is everything, right? Because you're constantly step and punch.
For hockey.
I think it's a shame that the Toronto Maple Leafs take the kind of money they do from their fans, and they haven't been in the playoffs in 7 years. They haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1967. The Montreal Canadiens since 1993.
For Goldeyes.
Back of the warning track. At the wall, and he makes the catch.
Nothing but sports.
I mean, either you love him or you hate him, and I bet there's a lot of people out there that used to hate him that are starting to love him. The guy's the best thing to happen to Major League Baseball in a long time.
When sports is your passion.
It's like you're talking to a 12-year-old kid who's refusing to take responsibility for whatever that they had done. And you don't want guys like that. I don't care how talented they are.
TSN 1290. All sports.
You want guys like that on your team?
All the time.
Bottom of the 7th inning, 4-1. Winnipeg in front. Kevin Fuqua emerges out of the bullpen for Fargo to look after Paul Burnside, who leaves after 6+. 5 hits, 4 runs. And I have 3 of those 4 being earned. 5 walks, 1 intentional, a strikeout, 2 wild pitches. And the first throw goes over to first base from Kevin Fuqua to keep Amos Ramon close to that bag. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. Top of the order in Bryce Kendall. He is 0 for 3 tonight, going to show bunt. And the first pitch he offered at it, missed outside, ball 1. Bryce Kendall is from your neck of the woods, Jamie. He's from around the Bay Area as well. And looking down to Rick Forney, flashing a sign here. I think they want to try to get Amos Ramon up to second base. The Goldeyes lead it by 3 here in the bottom of 7. One would like to add on. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. And a bunt is fouled up the first base side. Foul territory, and it's strike 2. So Kendall with 2 strikes on him now. Favorite memory of playing? Do you recall one or several?
I think my favorite memory was still back at the stadium, where there used to be a night that it was called, I think it was red something, and everybody would wear a red shirt, and it'd probably be the most popular game of the year.
The pitch swung on. Hughes shot it off the end of the bat, and it's still 0-2 to Kendall.
And everybody would pack in. I swear we'd probably have 10, 11,000 people at the game. And I remember pitching a game there, and my father actually flew into town that day.
Yeah.
And I might have struck out, I think, 14 or 15 guys. Probably one of the better games that I've ever pitched here. And just remarkable to see a sea of red in the stadiums and be a part of that.
The pitch is outside, 1-2. Fuqua, by the way, is working on his 3rd straight night. We've seen him in all 3 games in this series. And Kevin Fuqua, a hard-throwing right-hander. And the count 1-2 to Bryce Kendall. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Ramon is at first. Kendall with a 1-2 count on him. Nobody out. Throw goes over to first, and Ramon dives back in safely. 1 ball, 2 strikes. My guest is Jamie Ibarra, in town to visit his son. Starting quarterback at St. Paul's? Starting quarterback at St. Paul's with the Crusaders. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Kendall goes after that slider down and away and waves right through it. And it's strikeout number 1 for Fuqua. There's one away here for Roberson, who is 1 for 3 in the baseball game. Did you get your boy into baseball or what?
I've tried. I think he's given it his one attempt, and he's going to stick with football.
All right. Well, if you're the starting quarterback at St. Paul's, that's not bad. You probably should stick with football.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
So, the arm, I don't know. If you can't throw a baseball, you can throw a football. I'll take that.
Sure. Here's Roberson. Fuqua comes set. And the first pitch. Way inside, and Roberson hit the deck, jumping out of the way of that. Left-hander up in the bullpen for the Goldeyes down the left field line. And it's Jack Van Leeuwen. 1 ball, no strikes. Roberson is bounced out, singled, and flown out. Fuqua will come set. And the 1-0 is on the inside edge for a strike, and it's 1-1. And a little bit of groaning from the grandstand umpires. So I see you with a Yankees hat on, but are we a Yankees fan?
We are.
Okay.
Definitely are.
Well, what happened to that 10.5 game lead?
Just make it a little bit more interesting. It's not too fun to just run away with it.
1-1, swung on, bounced out toward first. Rodriguez throws to second for 1, and down to 1, nobody covering the bag, and Roberson across the bag safely on a fielder's choice. What about any of the Bay Area teams? You like either of those two?
Can't say that I do.
No.
I'll go to an occasional A's game, obviously, when the Yankees are in town. And, I'll wear my Yankees gear, and that's about it.
Okay.
But, it's funny in the Bay Area, you go to an A's game, and I would say probably close to half of the stadium is Yankees fans. It's pretty remarkable to go there and really not feel out of place.
There's Sherundle DeCaster. 1 for 3. Ever run into Harry Stavros anymore?
I don't. I was actually at a San Jose Giants game because obviously they're in town, the minor league team, the high A ball team for their organization.
In the California League.
Exactly. And just went over there actually a few days ago and watched a game. And there's a gentleman that's still running a team named Mark that was there back in the days of Harry running the organization there. And so I got to chat with him and hung out and reminisced a bit more about those days.
Throw over to first, and Roberson back in time. Fuqua comes set. 4-1 Winnipeg, 2 away here in the 7th. And the pitch. Swung on. Chopper back up the middle to his left. It's going to be picked up by Penpraise. And in behind second, he will throw to first and make a pretty easy play to get Sherundle DeCaster for the final out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Jamie, I know you got to run. You got other commitments. Thanks very much for dropping by. Great to see you. I wish your boy all the best and his friend at St. Paul's with their football schedule. It's getting cranked up as the kids are back into school now. And drop by again, and maybe, in another 15 years, I'll still be doing this. God willing.
I appreciate you having me, and hopefully I'll see you much sooner than in 15 years.
All right, Jamie Barra, an alumni with the Winnipeg Goldeyes here tonight. We'll go to the 8th inning. Winnipeg in front, 4-1 over Fargo on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Any bites?
Nothing. Dad, we've tried your fishing spot. It's my turn to pick. I know this really sweet spot.
You do?
Fergie's. Now that's easy fishing.
Why fish when you can get the best catch at Fergie's? Fergie's is authentic style fish and chips made fresh to order. No need to rock the boat. Just head to Fergie's Fish and Chips for the best fish and chips around. Fergie's Fish and Chips at the Forks.
The place for great fish and chips.
Fish-delicious!
If insurance brokers were rated like ball players, Winnipeg Insurance Brokers would be batting 1,000. They're the pros you can count on for complete protection of your home, business, vehicles, and even that dream trip. Get free quotes and helpful tips at WinnipegInsuranceBrokers.com or visit one of their 2 locations. Winnipeg Insurance Brokers, helping you protect the things you love. Peace of mind starts at WinnipegInsuranceBrokers.com, a wholly owned subsidiary of Assiniboine Credit Union.
It's 4:30 a.m. The city is fast asleep, except for a few early risers, working behind the scenes, getting things ready for the day, picking up what's left behind. Johnson Waste Management. Doing our best to be the very best.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball Live on TSN.
We go to the 8th inning. Jack Van Leeuwen in to pitch for the Goldeyes. Matt Rush is done for the night. He'll leave as the pitcher of record on a winning side. Goldeyes holding a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 8th inning. Rush, 7 innings, 8 hits were struck off him, including a couple of doubles. 1 run was earned, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. Jack Van Leeuwen will face Nick Jackson. It'll be lefty-lefty here. First pitch. Breaking ball is outside, ball 1. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. One ball, no strikes. The pitch is low, 2-0. For Jack Van Leeuwen, this is his first appearance of this series. Right-hander down in the bullpen for Winnipeg getting loose. Looks like Chris Allen, the 2-0, is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Nick Jackson 1 for 3 tonight. Matt Rush threw 118 pitches. 77 were for strikes. The 2-1 is inside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Jackson has doubled in the first, scored a run, the only run for Fargo so far, struck out and bounced out. The 3-1 pitch is inside, ball 4, and not what you wanted coming out of the bullpen. The leadoff walk here on 5 pitches. And that's the second walk issued by Winnipeg pitching tonight. Here comes Rick Forney, and probably Eric Campbell is going to face the right-hander in Chris Allen. And the matchups continue in this 8th inning. So we're back in 70 on the call of the bullpen. 4-1 Winnipeg, leadoff man aboard for Fargo in the 8th on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
For football.
One of the best trades ever in the history of the CFL, arguably, to get Doug Brown here for basically a box of tape.
For hockey.
The first 4 guys in the NHL draft most years are can't miss.
Nothing but sports.
If you lead the league in anonymous quotes, you also lead the league in dysfunction.
When sports is your passion.
There's an emotion in the city, and it permeates the dressing room, and the players, they all feel it.
Turn to the station that's even crazier about sports than you are.
I want to be like the Road Warriors. They had the football pads with the spikes coming out and then all the face paint and stuff.
As long as you wear tight shorts, I'm in.
I heard that about you.
Spiky shoulder pads and tight shorts.
I think you still got the panties somewhere around here, Troy, if you want to slip into something a little more comfortable. Troy really is a sensitive guy. I want spikes and shoulder pads and like mean-looking face paint. Troy wants tights.
Well, almost as crazy. TSN 1290. All sports, all the time.
Jack Van Leeuwen faced 1 batter and walked him on 5 pitches, so the Goldeyes reach a little further into their bullpen, and Chris Allen will be summoned for the 2nd straight night. And he makes his 2nd appearance of the series. Worked 2/3 of an inning last night, and he'll face Eric Campbell here tonight. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. We're in the 8th. 4-1, Winnipeg in front. Leadoff man aboard and Nick Jackson. And Chris Allen will get his complement of 8 warm-up pitches. Goldeyes getting 4 runs in the 4th. They gave up 1 in the 1st. And Chris Allen last night was one of 4 arms the Goldeyes used. Allen worked 2/3 of an inning and was perfect with a strikeout. And a little bit more activity in that bullpen for Winnipeg. Zach Baldwin is up. And here's Eric Campbell, who's 1 for 2 with a walk tonight. And Chris Allen for Winnipeg made 43 appearances on the year, 12 with Winnipeg. He was 5-5 with a 376 earned run average. And last night, he ended up getting Carlo Cota to hit into a ground ball, or ground ball out, then he struck out Zach Penpraise. And Allen will come set. First pitch is a little bit high, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Campbell walked in the first, grounded out in the third, and had an infield single that took a weird hop off the mound in the sixth. The 1-0. Breaking ball is high. 2 balls and no strikes. Both those 2 pitches have missed. 2-0. Righty here. Jackson over at first. The 2-0 is inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Well, last night, Allen fell behind Cota. Rick yelled out, "Pound the zone, Chris." And then he got Cota to ground back to him with a broken bat. Now he's fallen behind Campbell at 3-0. The pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 3-1, the old automatic. 3 balls, 1 strike to Eric Campbell. Allen sets up outside, the 3-1. Swung on and fouled over our heads. 3-2. That's where it gets a little bit more intense late in the baseball game. 3-2 to Eric Campbell. Fans trying to help out. 5,025. The pitch swung on, hit out to right field, and over to his left, our right is Coles. He'll make a 2-handed catch, and there's 1 away. Here in the top of the 8th. And Ryan Delgado, the batter, he is 2 for 3 tonight, including driving in the lone run for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks so far. And Delgado will step in from the right side, had an RBI single in the first, grounded out to short in the fourth, and had a single in the sixth. 1 away in the 8th inning. Nick Jackson is over at first base. Allen comes set, first pitch, swung on and fouled away right side by Delgado. And on a play, strike 1. Nothing and 1 to Delgado. Fans have been into it here tonight. And Allen will come set. The 0-1 swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. You know, a little cool tonight. A couple of Goldeyes are in sleeves. The pitchers have not been. 0-2 to Delgado. Allen sets up outside. The 0-2 swung on and fouled away right side. Way out of play and out onto Pioneer Avenue. 0-2 to Delgado, the catcher, who is 4 for 11 in the series. We're down to 11 degrees Celsius, 53 Fahrenheit. 0-2 to Delgado. Runner at first, 1 away. The pitch swung on and popped up, but it will drift in toward the seats and get down the right field line. Still 0-2 to Delgado. Get you an update from that Wichita Laredo game, too, on the Manitoba Blue Cross out of town scoreboard. Nothing in 2 to Ryan Delgado. Allen comes set. The pitch swung on, foul back to the screen. We do it again. Baldwin warming in the bullpen. Left-handed stick, John Gaston is on deck. 1 down, 1 on for Fargo. Wichita leading Laredo 4-2 in the 7th. Wichita 4, Laredo 2 in the 7th on the out-of-town scoreboard for Manitoba Blue Cross. Wichita leads that series 2-0, and they're leading by 2 runs tonight at home. 0-2 to Delgado. And Chris Allen will come set. The pitch. Called third strike on the outside corner. Great breaking ball by Chris Allen. Oh, he dropped a heck of a deuce on Ryan Delgado. Froze him. And there's 2 away. Allen's first strikeout of the night and the 6th by Goldeyes pitching. And here comes Rick Forney, going to take the ball from Chris Allen. He'll get paid off nicely, and the night begins for Zach Baldwin. The night ends for Chris Allen. Back in 70, another call of the bullpen. 2 away, 1 on for Fargo. Top of 8, 4-1 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Sports fans, TSN 1290 and TSN1290.ca have your day planned for you. It begins with breakfast and a ride to work with a big show with Jay and Westwood.
Minus is a misleading statistic.
How the hell is that, Jay? How can you win a game if you're minus?
Then there's coffee with the herd.
I got news for you. Andrew Luck is better than 10 quarterbacks in the NFL today.
And an afternoon with Jim Rome.
When did it stop being interesting?
Then we'll take you home with Hustler and Lawless.
I think pound for pound, I think we're the best fans in the league. What do you guys think?
Well, I'll tell you what. I get the exact same feeling as you're talking about. We're competing on a major landscape against all these other places. I think it's a great story. And the fans of the Jets, you bet. They're right up there with anyone else.
Mornings, afternoons, and all day long. It's TSN 1290 and TSN1290.ca. All sports. Score! All the time.
Zach Baldwin into the baseball game. The Goldeyes will go lefty-lefty against John Gaston. 2 away in this 8th inning. And Fargo has a runner at first base. Winnipeg leads it by 3 at 4-1. And Chris Allen, 2/3 of an inning tonight. No hits, no runs, no walks, a strikeout. Gets his job done, and now it's up to Zach Baldwin to get the final out, or to try to get John Gaston out. And John Gaston will step in. Baldwin works on consecutive nights as well. For Zach, last night, he worked 2/3 of an inning and picked up a strikeout. He was perfect as well. And Winnipeg goes lefty-lefty against Gaston here. First pitch. Breaking ball, drops in there for a strike. Gaston is 1 for 3 tonight with a couple of strikeouts, and he's 1 for 7 in the series with 5 punch-outs. Jackson is over at first. The 0-1 to Gaston. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Rick Forney saying today he likes Zach Baldwin because he's got plenty of playoff experience. Well, he does. Save for the 2010 season when the Goldeyes didn't make it in his 5 years. The 0-2. Half a swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Ball is dropped by Allen. Picks it up, throws to first. And the inning is over. Big strikeout for Zach Baldwin. And then a 2-3 putout if you're scoring at home. Fargo gets the leadoff man aboard on a walk, and he stays there. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of 8. Winnipeg leading by 3 at 4-1 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
The Mediterranean.
The Greek.
The Mediterranean.
The Greek.
Even if you can't agree on what kind of pizza to get, at least everyone in Winnipeg agrees where to get it. Santa Lucia Pizza. For the 6th straight year, you and Uptown Magazine readers voted Santa Lucia Best Pizza in Winnipeg. They've also received the Consumer Choice Award for Best Pizza Restaurant. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or home delivery, Winnipeg agrees. Santa Lucia Pizza is the best in town.
You see, the best ingredients make the best of the pizza.
Coaches, your players are great at scoring goals. But when the goal is raising money, it's not always easy to score. And that's where the Winnipeg Free Press can help. We're introducing a unique fundraising promotion available to all Manitoba minor league sports teams. And if you participate, your team has a chance to meet Winnipeg Jets of Vander Kane. For complete program information, go to winnipegfreepress.com/Team Kane and find out how your team can get involved.
Summer is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy your summer, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Canizares, the DH, Mazzola, and Allen for Winnipeg. Goldeyes in front, 4-1. Heart of the order for the Goldeyes against Kevin Fuqua. First pitch to Barbero. Is on the inside edge for a strike. And the bottom of 8 is underway. 4-1 Winnipeg. Glad to have you along tonight. 4 runs, 5 hits for the Goldeyes. The 0-1 is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Fargo, a run, 8 hits, and 2 errors. Wichita's opened up their lead on Laredo, 6-2 in the 8th. The 0-2 is low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Canizares, 1 for 3 tonight, a run scored. Goldeyes got all 4 runs in a 4-run 4th inning. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away on that hard slider by Kevin Fuqua. No activity in the bullpen for Fargo. And the Goldeyes bullpen is quiet as well. Wichita 6, Laredo 2 in the 8th inning. The 1-2 pitch is just inside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Canizares. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, chopper out towards short. Fielded there by Penpraise. Throw to first, and there's 1 away. And the batter is Josh Mazzola, who's 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And Mazzola steps in from the right-hand side. Zola single in the 2nd, walked and scored in the 4th, bounced out in the 5th. First pitch is in there for a strike. Brian Boyning is throwing in the bullpen for the Goldeyes. Down the left field line. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Now you wonder, when you look ahead to the 9th, Marcos Rodriguez, a left-handed batter, will lead off. If Baldwin comes out to start the 9th. Pitches inside, 1-2. And then after that, you have Eggleston, another left-handed batter, and Carlo Cota, a right-handed batter. So if you're Rick Forney, what do you do? The 1-2 is down and away, 2-2. Fans are doing the wave here. And it's actually starting to be pretty decent. Here we go. All the way down the line, and now it should come back over towards section T. There it is. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 to Mazzola. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back. And we do it again at 2-2. You know, in St. Paul at Midway Stadium, it's officially a no-wave zone. They do not allow you to do the wave. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball again from Fuqua, and Mazzola down on strikes. Fuqua has struck out 2 tonight. And here is Luis Allen, who's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. Again, Rodriguez, Eggleston, and Coda, 7, 8, and 9 for Fargo. Looking ahead to the 9th. There's 2 away in the bottom of 8. 4-1 Winnipeg in front. And Allen stands in from the right-hand side. First pitch. Swung on, chopper out toward third. Backing up on it, Campbell fields it, shovels, and throws. And that is it for the Goldeyes here in the bottom of 8. They go 1, 2, 3. Zeros across the board. We're through 8. Okay, here we go to inning number 9. Winnipeg 3 outs away from winning the series. And Brian Morning will trot in to try to close it down for a 3rd straight night. He'll do that when we come back. I know you will. 4-1 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Sometimes the most stunning vacation moments happen below the surface. So make sure you bring along a Canon PowerShot D20. The Canon PowerShot D20 is shockproof, waterproof, and includes video options from full HD to super slow motion. Ideal for documentary-style underwater shoots. For a limited time, save $50 and receive a free Canon D20 accessory kit at Don's Photo. The Canon PowerShot D20. Visit donsphoto.com or one of our stores.
Support your own. The Goldeyes and Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark and fan favorite Fort Garry Pale, both of which are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
Got all your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross, you do. They provide peace of mind for you and your family, no matter what the situation. Planning on taking a little family trip? Make sure to get travel coverage from Blue Cross. Looking for more benefits for your employees? Look no further than Blue Cross. They also handle individual life insurance. It's a real triple play.
Contact your insurance broker or visit nb.bluecross.ca.
Manitoba Blue Cross, color of caring.
Never miss the action.
Well, we go to the 9th inning. And Brian Morning is going to try to close this thing down for the 3rd straight night. 4-1 Winnipeg leads it. They're 3 outs away from a date Tuesday night in the championship final. Here's Marcos Rodriguez. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. And this place is going to applaud every single strike from here on out. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Baldwin 1/3 of an inning tonight. No hits, no runs, and he picks up a strikeout. 0-2 to Rodriguez. He is 1 for 3 tonight. 4-1, Winnipeg in front. The pitch is outside, 1-2. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Rodriguez. The pitch. Swung on, lifted out to left. Right there is Day. Makes the catch. 1 away. And Aaron Eggleston, the batter. 1 for 3 tonight. And Eggleston will step in from the left side. And Eggy 2 for 7 in the series. Boyning will come set. First pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike. Nothing in one to Eggleston. The pitch. Swung on, grounder out toward first. Up with it, Mazzola. Takes it to the bag himself. 2 away. And Carlo Cota is the last hope for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. And the 5,025 are on their feet in downtown. Hoping for a sweep. Hoping for a date on Tuesday night in the championship final. Cota steps in from the right side. Boyning comes set. The pitch is outside, ball 1. Carlo tonight is 1 for 3. 2 outs in the ninth. 4-1 Winnipeg. 1 ball, no strikes. Boyning comes set. The pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Boyning comes set. The 1-1 is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Dakota. The Goldeyes last swept the RedHawks in a playoff series in 1999. Their manager, Rick Forney, posted the victory that night. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. And Fargo down to their final strike here tonight. Tuesday night is 1 strike away. 2-2 Dakota. Boyning comes set. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. And on a play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, they're loving it here. Hoping the Goldeyes can get it done. Two balls, 2 strikes to Carlo Cota. Boyning comes set, and time called. And Cota wants to break up the rhythm of Brian Boyning a little bit. Time was granted, and he steps out of that right side batter's box. 2 down in the ninth, and a 2-2 count on Cota. 4-1 Winnipeg. Boyning comes set. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. And over our heads and on top of the roof here. And Cota stays alive at 2-2. Cota flew out to right, doubled, and popped out to short tonight. Boyning looks in to get the sign. And the pitch. Swung on, popped up, into left center. Roberson coming in. Coles makes the catch. And for the first time since 2003, the Goldeyes are going to the championship final. A date on Tuesday night. And they win it tonight in sweeping fashion over their biggest rivals, the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Fish win! Fish win! Fish win tonight! Congratulations, Rick Forney and the 22-man roster. You're on to the finals in 4 nights. What a performance by the Goldeyes. What a performance by Brian Boyning. Last out made on a catch in center field. by Chris Roberson. And Winnipeg sweeps the series in 3 straight. Who would have thought that going in to Wednesday night? They get it done, and they'll wait on what happens later tonight between Laredo and Wichita. We'll take a timeout. The Goldeyes will celebrate. We'll do the same. An extended postgame show is coming up next. The final score, 4-1. Winnipeg wins it. Back with the totals and the postgame. A jubilant downtown on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
When you wash down Boston Pizza's big backyard burger, sizzling steak pizza, or savory shrimp tacos with some ice-cold refreshment during grill therapy this summer, you could win the ultimate hockey road trip to see Winnipeg play LA in LA. Better get some shades to go with that hockey jersey. Boston Pizza, here to make you happy.
Wow, we're finally doing it. Building our dream home.
I never thought we'd be able to afford it.
Well, we did some good saving, and SCU did the rest.
Sweet. Can this be my room?
This will be the kitchen, bud.
Perfect.
Whether you're fixing, building, or buying, feel comfortable in a mortgage from Steinbach Credit Union. Ready to build? SCU is there with builder mortgages, great rates, and flexible terms. Talk to SCU today. After all, we're taking care of the world's most important mortgage. Yours.
Got all your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross, you do. They provide peace of mind for you and your family, no matter what the situation. Planning on taking a little family trip? Make sure to get travel coverage from Blue Cross. Looking for more benefits for your employees? Look no further than Blue Cross. They also handle individual life insurance. It's a real triple play.
Contact your insurance broker or visit nb.bluecross.ca.
Manitoba Blue Cross, color of caring.
What makes Tavern United Manitoba's #1 sports pub? Service second to none. Food that's right on point. And value that's big league all the way. And this summer, during Tavern United's Your Team, Your Tickets promotion, win weekly prizes and qualify to win season tickets to your Winnipeg Goldeyes, Blue Bombers, and of course, the Jets. So get your friends together for some frothy fun, fabulous food, and guaranteed good times at your New World Sports Pub, Tavern United.
Unite tonight!
Burnside's first pitch. Fastball bounced out towards first. Between the legs of Rodriguez. Down the right field line. Hernandez will score. Here comes Mazzola. Up to second is Day. And the Goldeyes have taken a 2-1 lead. An error by Rodriguez. A la Billy Buckner at first base. Kyle Day hit it on the ground, and Rodriguez, I'm sure, was looking up to start 2, maybe to second, then back down to 1. It was hit hard enough, though. It went right between his legs and down the right field line. Can't assume the double play, and Day will pick up an RBI. Well, I'll tell you what, sometimes all you need to do is put it in play, and good things will happen. That was the case on that play. It helped the Goldeyes come back from a 1-0 deficit in the game to get 2 runs in that particular sequence and then 4 runs in that 4th inning. And as a result, the Goldeyes go on to win this game in sweeping fashion. 4-1 the final score as we welcome you back to downtown in the post-game show. And they have punched their ticket to the American Association Final. And the finals in their league for the first time since 2003, starting Tuesday night, either in Laredo or right here in Winnipeg. Congratulations to the Winnipeg Goldeyes. The fans are right into it. Downstairs to talk with Rick Forney about this one. And let me say, my friend, congratulations to you. A long time coming.
Yeah, thanks. It has been a long time coming, but I tell you what, it was fun to watch these 3 games, wasn't it?
Well, it sure was. I'll tell you, I feel great for you, and I feel great for the guys that have been with you for a long time. It's real hard even when you get to a fifth and deciding game to watch your team lose as hard as they battled it, Rick, and then to hear criticism all along the line for people that don't understand and just like to be negative. And I'm not going to allow anybody to do any of that here tonight because this is your opportunity, and that's why I feel so great for you. Tell me a little bit about the game tonight and how it sort of went for you guys and what this feeling is like to get to the finals.
Well, pitching and defense has kind of been the key for us all series. We got some big hits and got another big hit again tonight. But pitching and defense, the bullpen stepped up. I mean, just a hell of a series. We really didn't have a snowball's chance of hell in beating that team unless we played out of our mind. We had to pitch it really well with our first three guys that were starting ball games for us, and they did. And the bullpen stepped up, made all the routine plays, just remarkable. That's a heck of a team. We just beat 3 straight right there. And, I would have never possibly fathomed that we would have had a chance to beat them in 3 straight. I thought if we were going to beat them, it was going to take 5 full games to do it. And those guys went down to Fargo and just really stayed in the moment. You know what I mean? They didn't get too caught up in looking too far ahead or dwell on anything that's kind of been negative around the team the last 6 to 8 weeks because they've been scuffling. And I've been telling you all along, this is a good group, and this is a very hard game to play. And to play it healthy, and then for so many guys to play it hurt and just grind through it all year, it's super rewarding for them. I'm proud of those guys, and I'm glad they're going to get a chance to continue their season and hopefully be able to cap this off with a championship.
I want to talk to you a little bit about tonight. First off, the error that Marcos Rodriguez made. I said coming in to this interview that sometimes all you need to do is put it in play. And that's what Kyle did. He hit it hard enough, and Marcos is probably thinking, too, took his eye off the ball a little bit between the legs, and you get a break. And sometimes you need that, don't you? You need a break or two.
Well, we've seen it a couple times where we beat ourselves. We've seen it a few times where we beat ourselves by having a defensive breakdown, and we didn't beat ourselves with that today. And it was a tailor-made double play. I think Marcos got his feet tangled up and was a little unsure whether he was going to backhand it or what he was going to do. But we were able to follow that up with the big hit by Amos Ramon to drive in 2 runs. It's one of the big hits that we've had in each of these 3 games to help produce the offense to kind of push us ahead. And it was just it was a remarkable series. These guys played so well. And Matt Rush, I mean, he really delivered again today. You had to calm down a little bit. He was a little bit, off the pace early. He had a good fastball. Made some mistakes with his location up. He was speeding the bat up with changeups in the strike zone and just kind of went out there. I said, Matt, the last time you pitched against them, you had a lot of success with your fastball down and away. That's your best pitch. Let's stay with it. He was able to make that adjustment, got himself deep enough in the game. The bullpen came through, and Brian, again, did the job in the ninth.
Okay, one more. Let me just ask you.